new to the channel, everybody, I am Mrs. Best here on the Mrs. Best Reviews channel. We have our regular co-host James from the Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel, who is here. Good evening.
Good evening. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in this late evening. That's great. We always going to come to you morning, noon, and night most times. So please subscribe to the channel. Acknowledge our hard dedication to this rather drag of a show.
Please do click the link in the description. There's a link to James's channel. We also have a new channel called the Watch Your Best Friends channel. So we do hope that everybody takes the time to head on over to that channel so that you can, support us in all of those good things. We hope that you consider it. This is how you get to the channel. You'll know you're in the right place when you see these colors and all of that. So we hope everyone looks into it. Also, my sincerest apologies. I had a very busy day. I am in midterms for a class right now, developmental psychology at the graduate level. I had a very long paper that I thought I would be able to finish in 2 hours. Wishful thinking, but it took me 7. So I was a little late to YouTube. So I apologize for the discrepancy, but Shani has been here, y'all, since 3:32 California time in the afternoon. 6:32 her time, and I appreciate it, and it looks like it works out because she wasn't ready. She said Erica's rented house is really lovely. I can let me see, is Shani here? She is here. Hello, Shani. I'm glad that you made it back. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry. I forgot to change the live from 4 to 7 p.m. I was so busy trying to text James, I forgot about anything else. It's been a busy week, y'all. It's been a busy week. That's why I got a headache. But we're going to get into this episode, Headlines and Heartbreak, Season 15, Episode 7. I'm going to tell y'all this. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all this. I love Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am going to keep covering the Housewives of Beverly Hills. But if this shit does not get more interesting by episode 10, me and James are just going to pre-record our reviews because I've heard of people leaving the show and it becoming a problem. But Garcelle's departure has broken the show. I am bored. People who we loved, like Sutton, were easily forgotten this episode. It's not giving. And I know that this drama with Amanda is okay for now, but if we were to remove Amanda, we have no show. Not even
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. What are we supposed to do now? Amanda's the only person that's given.
And these colorless people are boring me. I'd also like to add that if Amanda had skin like this, that the internet would have been accosted her, as she likes to say and use. She said, I sure did forget Sutton. And I did finish my paper, Shani. I did finish it. I'm very happy about it. And I hope I get a good grade, because if not, I'm cussing the teacher out. But let's get into the episode, y'all. Erica and Rachel meet up. Listen, Rachel Joe's getting along with Erica. I can understand it. Something James always said about Erica, her husband, the people she had to be around. She's used to being in spaces with people like Rachel. So I think it's easy for her to come off as charismatic, but no shade, Erica ain't all of that. And the only question I have for Erica, because all this Tom Girardi stuff happened, are you still friends with Yolanda, Erica, the lady who put you on the show? Are you still friends with her?
Interesting question.
Because when she came on the show, she was hard to get to know because the ladies did that whole Munchausen's BS and all of that. And then when we got a crack of her, we were like, ooh, she could be mean when she went off on our dear friend Eileen. But it seems like just a lot's changed with Erica. And I don't know why I was thinking about it, but I'm like, you just floating by in your rented house, girl. You just floating by. But I did agree with what Erica and Amanda discussed, which was Erica and Rachel, all these white blonde women, y'all. I'm doing the best I can. Okay. These bitches start to look the same after so long. But Erica and Rachel are discussing Amanda, and I agreed with what they said. She is odd the way that she moves is a certain way, but they still have to have empathy because they don't know her like that. So I kind of looked at Bravo like, I understand the scene, but I don't understand the scene. I don't have much to say about it. How about you for that first scene?
To me, it's one of those people who can't adapt. And I'm speaking about Amanda. She can't really adapt because she feels like she has to over impress the other ladies who are known on the show to have high success and accomplishments. So to me, it just seems like it's somebody who's overcompensating to make sure that her success does not fall under the waistline because she's the newbie. That's how I look at this. So when they're saying that, oh my gosh, she's braggy, oh my gosh, she's this, she's that, and I'm just like, well, not trying to extend that much of grace to her, but she's trying to come on a show where you guys are older, you guys are much more seasoned in your profession. So maybe she's just trying to find a way to be relatable and thinking that this is the way she has to do it. So that's how I look at it.
It's definitely giving that. It's also giving the millennial curse. Me and James are millennials.
Yes.
I have a brand new pair of shoes. I'm announcing it. I'm also going to announce how much I paid for these shoes or if they're a limited edition pair. It's giving that. I think that to be humble is a true gift that a lot of people think that they have but do not have. I also think that there's a way to be humble but also flaunting your wealth, which is historically what Beverly Hills has done. So I think your point is spot on with that. She's doing it in the wrong way, but I also think she's new money and she has to feel the need to explain how much she spent or how she got her things because there's some type of shadiness to it.
Just saying. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but she said they all look alike and they do all brag. They do. They just don't brag as bluntly. Like she's not walking on eggshells at all. She reminds me of that Dana chick from seasons ago. These sunglasses were $25,000.
Right. I remember her. Yeah.
And ain't nobody wearing glasses in that style. Just a big waste of fucking money. Okay. We all love Jennifer and she always brags and we all love it. Yeah, the way Jennifer Tilly brags though, she'll be like, oh my gosh, I love Chanel. I have this amount of bags. And she'll do it after someone else brings it up or after she's been noticed.
Yeah, it's like after a compliment, it's like she wants to confirm what the jewelry is. Like, it's not like she go, oh my God, y'all look, I walk into this room and I got Bulgari, Chanel, and all that. She's not doing it like that. They're like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. You like it? Okay, this is Chanel. This is Bulgari. And I love that. That's how you brag when someone points it out. That's when you brag about it, not just, oh my gosh, I'm walking in the room and this is my Chanel purse and everything else. You don't do it like that.
Lord help her. Lord help her. There's a lot, though, that I do have questions about as it relates to Amanda. As we got throughout the episode, there's just little things. So we do get to see Amanda and Kyle meet up after that first little pointless scene. And they in a store, they're meeting up, and Amanda irritated me. I wanted to get a tiny violin with like the loudest and the best microphone I could to like just like, and that Tyrese meme where he was crying, oh my Shayla. I just wanted to get that, a violin, and play it following Amanda around with the cloud that rains like it used to in an R&B video in 2004. Like, I really just want to impact Amanda and give her the fucking sad story or whatever it is. Like, she clearly wants sympathy.
Yes.
I prefer empathy from people. Like, try to relate to me instead of feeling sorry for me. But everybody is different. Amanda disgusts me because I feel like she's using the education that we have in psychologists and experts in that field. I feel like she uses that to manipulate situations in her favor. That goes against the ethics, one. And two, I think it's a shitty thing to do in any field, whether you're a lawyer, a psychiatrist, a real estate agent. If you're using your knowledge to manipulate others to feel sorry for you, that's foul. And then she took this shit a step further because she involved a child that she grew in her womb and watched pass away. You're involving something so sensitive into like television bullshit, regardless of the reason. So I didn't like that. And then for a bitch like Dorit, you could have took Dorit down just by showing your bank account, baby. You didn't have to do all of this. So it irks me. But this lady says to Kyle. You know, I feel like a former shell of myself, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was up all night just thinking about it, and my body experienced a physiological threat. So, for those who may not know what a physiological threat is, in psychology, there's the cognitive, there's the physical, there's the behavioral, and there is the physiological. The physiological, you can kind of think about as your body's response to its cognitive reactions and behavioral processes. I can't not fucking believe this bitch has me on the internet explaining basic psychology. But let's all just for a second take Psy 101. You know, that's what it is. So when she said that her body was having a physiological reaction, it could be. We have them all the time. It's actually a natural part of being human and living. But if you can identify it in that way, you're not that upset. You're not that upset. That's an incredible amount of self-actualization that therapists themselves will tell you that they can't always identify the things that they can help others with. We can't always identify that shit within our own space. That's unrealistic. So when that lady said it, I was like, oh, here we go. You're going to try and use word salad to sound smarter than you are, but to also try and get people to feel like you've truly been wronged. And I'm just looking at you like, stop gaslighting the people watching the show.
It's not even like, to me.
James has to laugh because I know you saw that shit. You knew
because I knew you were gonna bring it up, but then it was like, Amanda, that's really what you got from that exchange? Like, granted, Dorit did do the most, and she did push. I will give her that. Dorit did push, but you can't. But you went way to the left with this one because that was not that kind of experience, man. That now you're doing too much. Now, I would have if she would have said, I feel like Dorit was pushing, and I would have given her that because Dorit was pushing, she wasn't doing all of that. Now, come on, Amanda. Now that's way too strong.
Oh, it gets worse, y'all, because Amanda feels like Doris disrespected her son, the son that passed away. And Amanda then says that after she explained what was going on with her son and why she was sensitive that day, that Dorit should have stopped. And she's upset that Dorit continued. Kyle is like, okay, but she didn't know. And Amanda says, well, regardless of my son's death, it was inappropriate. If that's the case, why loop your son into it? Why loop your son into it? Why do that? I don't understand it. Why loop them into it?
Why not just stay home and, just be in your space of wherever you are in your grieving process? Like, why hostage other people in whatever universe you're in with this?
I'd also like to ask her, why do you have such high expectations for people that you just met and that are only interacting with you based on your employer?
Yes, NBC, I agree with that too.
Evolution Media, Bravo Television as a network. Just saying, Amanda. So it's like we empathize with any person that has lost a child. That's horrible. But it's also horrible to use your trauma, your pain of any lost person, whether it's your child, your mama, your daddy, your friend. It is just as bad to use your pain as a way to gaslight other people and to avoid accountability, because that's what this heifer was doing. And I don't understand it, but she did what she did. And personally, I also think it's a little case of the white woman tears, because when they don't get their way, ooh, Lord, they start crying long and hard. So I'm trying, James. Did you want to add anything before we move on?
I would say, Amanda, please be careful when you do accusatory things like that, because that's very, like, in entertainment, that's scary. That you would even say something to that detriment like that when nobody warranted any of that towards you.
I agree.
So just be careful. Agree. Yeah,
that is a dangerous thing to do. Shani said, wait, how I miss her say that. That's the thing. I think a lot of people will miss it, but
I think people are just distracted by what the emotion is versus the wording. I think that that's why, because a lot of people didn't catch that. And I was like, wait, I
let
had
me
to
tell you
rewind
this,
it.
if you lose a child and the anniversary of their death comes, I
Right.
would still be tearing up talking about someone that triggered me even days later. So the fact that she's just able to bounce back, bitch, boo bye. That's how I feel about Amanda. Genuinely. She irked my soul. But we get to meet Bose's friend from her childhood, her friend Summer. Bose is Ghanaian. She came to America when younger, to Colorado Springs, Colorado. I don't know much about Colorado Springs, Colorado. I had to go there for work once. I saw a lot of Hispanic people, a lot of Native people, and a lot of clear people. Not very many people that look like Bose. So she was correct in, providing that assessment of her growing up. But it was nice to see her friend. I think it says a lot about people when they have friends for so long, especially when they grow to have such success. I just feel like it says a lot. So that's a positive for you, Bose. But looking at your friend, I'm not surprised why Garcelle was done the way she was done. I think based on where you came in this country, you were comfortable in other rooms versus the spaces that look like you. But I'll
Or at
digress.
least you were encouraged to. I'll say that too.
Oh Lord. But I did like Bosa's friend. I think that was cool. She was like, we've been friends for 27 years. They've known each other since high school. I think that's wonderful. I have a friend who I'm on the internet right now with. I honestly, most of my very close friends I have had since high school. So if you know somebody that long and they grow with you and get to know you and watch you, change and all of that, it's actually something you appreciate, because in adulthood, it's truly difficult to find friendships like that. So
Agreed.
woohoo for them. Whoop-de-doo, because we moving on, Bose, because you still ain't giving me much of a story, Miss Bose, but your body is bodying. I'll give you that. She mentions her friend's divorce because Kyle and Doris join her and her friend for this dinner. And Bose would annoy me as a friend, though, because just because I'm divorced, don't be having me come with your friend
Okay. And don't be
divorce.
putting
Like,
and stop telling my business and shit.
just because we know each other amongst a group of friends doesn't mean everyone in the friend group needs to know my business. Like, but okay, Bose. So Bose is like, she's been divorced and Summer's divorced. Bose, was you being messy or was you trying to be supportive? Because Summer's divorce was bad. She was a housewife for over 20 years, had her kids. Her husband was an attorney, divorced her, used his power to get her kids away from her. And then she had to find a job and figure out income and all of this stuff on her own. I think that's far worse than two other rich bitches divorcing the man that ain't really powerful. They got to hire help for the law. So I don't know. I'm looking at both like, how did you mean that? But Kyle feels invisible to Mauricio. She says that when they travel with their family, why are you traveling as a family if you're separated and all your kids are grown? Because at this time, Portia's done with high school. Sophia is working at the agency and in college. Alexia's married and a real estate agent. Farrah, her relationship life is a mess. She dates like her mama and her sisters, but she's successful, owns a home. So I'm like, why are y'all taking group family vacays if like y'all getting divorced? But Kyle feels invisible. She says that when she's trying to talk to Mo or around him, he's just on his phone. You're separated. You asked for the separation. You asked to not be with him. You ran off to go taste what the carpet is like. So I like, even though Mauricio probably was cheating and we know the allegations were there in their marriage, my thing is now that Kyle has asked for separation, he tried to keep his marriage. He tried to talk to her. He tried to do all of that. He did the baby please, cried in the rain, all of that. And she wasn't having it. She wanted to run off with Morgan. Now that Morgan doesn't want her, she suddenly feels invisible to him and cares if he notices her or not. And it's just like, Kyle, that's why that lady with that cigarette from season 2 was talking to you the way she was talking to you. Like, what do you want?
It cannot be that hard to describe. Like, what do you want? Do you want this man or do you not want this man? Like, what do you want? Like, your pretentious that's why I can't get with Kyle. Like, I really can't. At least in this scene. The next scene we'll talk later about my feelings of being changed. But in this point of this episode, I kind of feel like, okay, well, he can't read your fucking mind, even though he's been your husband for 30 years. He does not know what you need or do what you want. I don't even think you know what you want. I just think you know what you have and you don't want nobody else to have it. That's what I think personally.
Yep, she's possessive. Which
Yes.
women, we are just as possessive as men. If a woman really like them, we are just as possessive as men. Okay, if not more. Morgan don't want her because the cameras are up. When they go back down, so will Kyle and Morgan. It's true because the cameras are down. And earlier, like around, I would say episode 2, when episode 2 premiered, we saw Kyle was at one of Morgan's concerts.
Yep.
So I'm just looking at Kyle like, and I'm sure Morgan don't want to let go of Kyle because Kyle's access can probably do a lot for Morgan because artists, they not making money like they used to back in the day just from being artists.
Yep.
Just saying.
It looks a whole lot different today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Back down. No, Kyle will be back down on Morgan. She has been.
But my point is to say that to me, Morgan can never do what Mauricio can do for Kyle.
Mm-mm.
But the problem with Kyle is that because she's such a public figure, she knows that once she goes back, that's going to look like weakness. But she also knows, once again, she knows what Mauricio is capable of. And I bet you it is very strong. So she's not going to want to really give that up. That's why she hasn't really filed. And that's why really he hasn't filed. Because I believe he still loves her. But he just want to have his wild days. I think he just wants to have his wildness. And
I also think he has ego, but we gonna come to him because he pops up at this dinner, which was funny, but not funny. Hollywood is not as big as everyone thinks who's not from California. No. Yeah, you'll see celebrities and stuff, but especially in terms of where they eat, Beverly Hills, West Hollywood, all the celebrities kind of hang out in the same places. So yeah. If you are a celebrity or relevant or rich in California, you will likely run into someone. So I was not surprised that Mo was there, but Kyle introduced him as her husband.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Girl, I caught that, Kyle. I see you, Kyle. You
still want him to be your husband." She said, "This is my husband." Yeah, Mauricio. I said, oh, "Okay, Kyle.
Okay,
you weren't wrong. That's still."
I have a feeling she still shows up to company dinners on his arm and stuff from time to time. And then with how much they've been together in real time, I don't know what they're doing. I do hope they figure it out. Doris asked him immediately, "Have you thought about filing?" Why? First of all, if I were to announce that I were separated from Mr. Best and Mr. Best were to pop up and say hello because we're cordial and James were to ask him, "Are you going to file?" Fuck James and fuck Mr. Best, okay? I've lost a friend and a husband that day. Dorit, what is wrong with you? Where's your coof? Where's your sense?
This is Dorit we're talking about. Dorit has no coof. Because who the fuck asks a question like that?
To the ex-husband, when you filing?
It don't matter if it was
filing, when you getting my friend back. When you get
honestly, I didn't like when she asked Kyle that question. Like, I was like,
she wants Kyle because Dorit is the person that wants everybody just as miserable as her.
Yep.
She's also been in competition with Kyle and all of these ladies the whole time. If we think back to earlier seasons, she ran PK's money into the ground, trying to keep up with all those looks and stuff that clearly they couldn't afford. And she was just trying to do that to keep up with Erica and the other ladies on here who was dressing at that time. Like, Doris is too much. She's rude as hell. But let me tell you, Shani is correct, because if the tables was turned, if the roles were reversed, Kyle would never hear the end of that from Dorit.
Very true.
Kyle would never. People can't even tell Dorit, "You're talking too much about your kid's father negatively, publicly." People can't even tell her that without.
But I heard on a conniption. It's like, girl, listen, we ain't. It is not that fucking serious. We're telling you this because all he has to do is say, "Well, watch the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and see how much Dorit is talking about me."
Child, tell the truth. It's like, seriously. gets on my hot ass nerve. But the conversation was a little odd. Bose also did too much. She was like, "Oh, I wanted to attack you," and Mauricio did not like that. If y'all catch his face,
No,
and
he
Bose was like,
didn't.
"I saw you in a restaurant. I wanted to attack you." He's like, "Excuse me?" Like he was. I think he was offended. And I'm looking at you with a side eye, Mo. I'm looking at you with a side eye, but then I kind of get it because it's like, what you mean you was going to attack me? But I'm looking at Mo with the side eye because I feel like if that would have came from Dorit or something,
He would
he
have
would have
laughed.
it. He would have
Yep.
laughed. He
Yep.
would have laughed. So I'm side. I see you, Mauricio. I see that. And while I don't like Bose because she didn't stand for us, I'm not like her. I'm a stand for us. So I see you, Mauricio.
Exactly.
Fun fact too: in California, a lot of Hispanics don't like black folk. I'm just saying.
Very true.
Been here my whole life. Highland Hospital. Check the records. I'm just saying. It be like that out here. It do.
Yeah. Not to excuse Bose because she was wrong as fuck for saying that because you just met this man today.
You just met
You
him.
don't
Bose
know
was
him.
wrong. But Mo was a little too nice.
But the little microaggressive look towards her, I felt to come in and see. I was like, wait a minute, sir. I don't like how you looking at this black lady like this. Like, let's not do this.
Relax, Mauricio.
Yeah, it's not that fucking deep. Like she can't whoop your ass. Well, at least I don't know.
Kiwan, Doris did file for divorce. She did file for divorce. She filed, I believe, before or during the season or something.
It was right after, I think after they got done filming, that just came out recently.
She's but she did file. She had filed at the time that all of this was happening because she was dealing with mediation as well. That's what she keeps complaining about. I want to do mediation. PK keeps changing the date. It's like this. He don't have the power to just be changing dates the way that she thinks.
Right. Like, that's like, not how that works. Like, yes, like because technically, if he doesn't show to mediation, you can't proceed forward.
Yep, Shani is correct. You can just tell them, look at the show. That's all she has to PK has to say to a judge and see how she's trying to keep them from me. Because she was to send them kids to Florida when he wanted a piece of the decision making and the court said he should have one. She's a mess. Hi, Naya. The clear man was shocked.
He was not feeling that.
He doesn't know Bose like that, but the reason I'm commenting is because it's not the first time I've seen Mauricio do that. He used to kind of side-eye Garcelle. If we pay attention.
That's right, he did.
So
okay,
that's it's not me just making it up out of nowhere. Like Mauricio, he pay attention to his mannerisms. He's smooth, but he ain't that smooth. Y'all be sure to subscribe to Kiwan TV as well. I believe Kiwan will be joining me again tomorrow morning. Let me know if you can, Kiwan, to go over Love during lockup. We've been having fun. We've been having a time on Love during lockup. And I'm excited because I missed covering the show, but I didn't like covering it alone. Because the shit that you see on that show is so like unbelievable that you need somebody to talk about it. You need somebody. But subscribe, links in the description to her channel. She do look like she could kick his ass. Shitty. The entire scene was too much, and Bose was intent on putting her hoof in his mouth. She sure was.
Yeah, she was. And I'm gonna tell you, Bose, Kyle will turn on you in a fucking minute. So don't.
When it comes to husbands, okay, and baby daddies, Bose, be cool. I know yours.
Actually, no, it's okay. No, let it happen to her. Actually, I take back what I just said. Let it happen to her.
Lord help us.
I need that lick back. Sorry.
Like the live, y'all. I appreciate you, Kiwan. I do appreciate you. Lord help us. She said, yes, I'll be joining. Okay, good. Because I like the panel. The people have liked the panels. My views just have been going up. I've been getting DMs about the panel. So it's working out. The people love Kiwan J and her hands. Okay. All right. The pop-up of Mauricio was a mess, but Dorit begged like just out of desperation. Can I get together with you? Listen, me and my husband have had mutual friends that we have met together while out as a couple or something. And if he sees them separate from me, whatever, I don't care. But in terms of like friends that are mine, the way Dorit and Kyle are friends that I've introduced him to, or from my job or my platform, whatever it may be. I don't need my husband to be out here kicking it with bitches I'm not too cool with in the first place no more with. And secondly, that's just weird. I don't need him moving with nobody. So I was looking at Dorit. Like, I know Kyle gave her permission, but Doris, if anybody wanted to meet with PK privately, baby, you would have a big problem with it. What is meeting with Mauricio going to fucking do for your relationship that is already over? You've already filed. He's already living somewhere else. What the fuck is it going to do? Y'all want to know what I think? I think Dorit is mad that now that her and PK are separated and the divorce has been filed, this man is dating and working again and losing weight. She probably like, I had to close my eyes and imagine other things instead of this pink saber tooth looking ass nigga over me while she probably mad. I genuinely feel like she's mad because PK's doing okay. He's still sober. He's not doing horrible.
He's probably drinking because of her ass. Hell, you just never know.
I would. I'd be having to drink watching her through the years.
Hey, you just never know why people turn to certain shit because you probably couldn't do nothing else but drink with her. So, like, hell, she probably was the cause. I'm just saying, it's mighty funny how he could stay sober, dating a whole nother woman, getting his career back together. But with you, he stayed with the bottle. So, I don't know.
He kept the bottle real close. I'm trying to tell you, real close. I could not. Naya said she was mean mugging him. And he could politely chuckle back. A mess. Because I'm like, why are you asking that? I think she was being shady towards Kyle by getting the number.
Oh, absolutely.
Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dorit. This why you didn't want to get close to Garcelle. Because if she would have pulled that shit with Garcelle or anybody else's husband, she would have got red for filth. Dorit better be cool. Because this shit may fly right now in a cast full of divorced people who are in separations. But if you had a true cast of housewives, Doris, you don't play with nobody's husband.
Yeah, and she playing a very dangerous game too. She might want to stop while she ahead.
Quickly,
just saying.
Quickly, because I wanted to reach through and just snatch her ass up. Dorit,
I wanted Kyle. I wanted Kyle tap Marie's shoulder like, no, she can't have your number.
Dorit tickled me. Yeah. The number exchange in Kyle's face was peak shade. I feel no ways about it.
I'm like this.
I don't do shade when it comes to husbands and kids on TV. Don't talk about nobody husband. Don't talk about nobody kids. Now, if you got a husband like, is it Tommy on the Shahs of Sunset, the Valley, or if you got a husband that's like, let me see, Michael Darby, talk all the mess you want. But outside of that, I don't think that's okay. Dorit's doing too much, especially how you crying about Kyle wanting to be a friend to you and acting excited every time Kyle acknowledges you. And then when she acknowledges you, this is what you do.
No, it's just like it's putting Kyle in a no-win situation regardless. And that's why I'm like this with it, because I kind of feel like you are doing this to get back at her. But to me, I feel like you're trying to get the deets on what PK is saying about you just to know where you stand. And if I was Mo, I wouldn't tell you shit personally, because once again, you're on a TV show where they can just pull the shit up.
That's the thing. Mauricio is not stupid. Never question somebody who succeeded in the world of sales. Okay, he was very careful with his words. He said, I will, if you would like to talk, I will show up. He said, and I will listen to everything you say without any response. And she's like, okay. He didn't say he was going to even say anything back. He's not going to tell her shit about PK. Mo's going to acknowledge bro code. Okay. He's going to acknowledge it.
And Kyle code too. So I don't know what
Kyle code. So trust to believe ain't nothing going to come out. He said to her he will listen without responding. Watch him mean that shit.
I hope they got footage of it. I do. I just hope
we did see in the trailer that they sit down. We saw the sit down in the trailer at the very beginning of the season, but I'm curious because in the trailer I did see Dorit doing all the talking. So
I missed that partnership, but I hope that
was in the trailer. That was like a major point. We had discussed it on your channel on an unpopular opinion a while back when they announced it was coming back. Because that was really the only thing in the trailer that looked interesting. I believe you said that too. But yeah,
I have to go.
I'm
I don't remember that, but I have to go
I'm
back and
not
watch.
invested with Bravo sit downs anymore. I think Giselle and Monique sit down pretty much made me give up all hope for sit downs with Bravo going forward. Like I'm over it. I'm over it. And he did have to leave to get sober because she's still drinking that whack ass drink. I'd like a Belvedere, short glass, with a little bit of soda water, 3 fresh squeezed lemons, and some on the side. Bitch, if you don't just take a shot and put the lemon in, that hurt. Stop. Stop it.
You realize she go to them very classy establishments to do that. She ain't finna go over there to the hood and do no shit like that. Cause we be like, girl, here, get shit,
Dorit can't
drink,
go to
and
the hood. Dorit can't go to the hood. She'd end up like that Night Stalker guy in East LA getting their ass whooped. Dorit can't go to the, she cannot, but I have seen her try to order that drink in like small events where there's like no bar or smaller bar. And she's looking around like, I was like, girl, don't nobody even drink Belvedere no more, but I digress. Doris is passive aggressive, so her wanting to meet with Mauricio is to both piss Kyle and PK off. It is, but Doris always regrets her passive aggressive behaviors because they always come bite her in the ass.
yep.
Every time. Every time. So I look forward to watching that on television. And I heard her say Bose is a girl's girl, or whoever said it, more shade towards Kyle. Yep. Yep. She threw shade the whole time. It's like, bitch, if you want to be her friend, behave. Get over it. Because the way that you've been, Dorit.
Well, it's making us be on Kyle's side, and I don't want to be on Kyle's side. So it's like, damn, Dorit, really? I don't like neither one of you, but don't make me automatically jump on Kyle's side. Make her work for it. Damn.
Kyle is sober now, though. Kyle used to be drinking and acted a fool and going off on people. I think Kyle got sober and realized with Dorit, the best thing to do is to shut the fuck up, let her have her moment, and allow her to sink her own ship, because that's what she's going to do every single time. She ain't shit. Shani said, and Doris can't keep her mouth shut. She keeps speaking on PK and his private business about drinking. I think that's wrong. I don't fault or judge any person that struggled with substances, alcohol, any of that, sobriety. I don't think you should judge people for that, because 9 times out of 10, the reason they're engaging in something like that is from a place of pain that they could not control or did not deserve. But child, the way that she does it is just egregious. Like, how are you going to explain to your children to be empathetic, non-judgmental human beings when you putting their dad literally to the fire and to be judged by Satan and all of us? Like, Dorita's terrible. It is the best revenge to move on, but you know
what? Honestly, I see her doing, and I'm not trying to be funny with this, but I definitely can see her doing this. I feel like she's going to pull a Larsa Pippen.
Oh Lord, don't say
And I'm not
that.
trying to be fun. No, I can see her doing it. I feel like, and and don't go to Portland and get mine. Get you a basketball player or get you somebody's son who is not in no way my type. So we won't have no problems. But I do see her doing that. I feel like she's going to go the younger route, and I feel like she's going to turn into Larsa Pippen on this show.
Larsa Pippen doesn't give racist though, and Dorit does.
No, but Larsa Pippen can't. But I'm just saying, because that would be crazy.
Like, I get what you're saying in terms of how she'll date like younger men and stuff, but in terms of the men that have money that are younger, I don't know. I feel like she's gonna date younger, but make the same mistake and find another financially irresponsible man, or she'll talk the man into debt. Something. I just don't see Dorit figuring it out. But she's a beautiful woman. If she just is quiet and gets her own job, she'd be fine. She'd be fine.
What? Okay, well, I said it here first. If it does happen,
sit down is a catchphrase. If I hear the word carcass, leave it on the side. I'll squeeze it myself. Shut the fuck up, Shanny. We tired of that drink order. Doritos can't even go to Target. She will get robbed. You know what? While the feds is busy looking into Wendy, I don't know, California, a resident and a taxpayer, me, speaking out, would like to say, I'm a file exempt on my motherfucking paychecks if y'all don't look into this white bitch the way that they looked into Wendy and them over there. Because California, y'all be letting these clear people get away with stuff. Now look at you. The whole bar association is a joke. PG&E is in shambles. The state's on fire. You telling people it's climate change, but it's really all these agencies. And, you know, so Dorito, she better be cool. She gonna find another criminal. I feel it. What is a Larsa Pippen? Larsa Pippen is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife who divorced him to date his nemesis and rival and also his partner in basketball's son publicly. And then she left the younger son and now she's with another, well, she was with another young one, the one we saw in the Housewives of Miami reunion that she talked about she could see marriage with, but she's broken up with him and is now with another player in today's time. She is still within the sport of basketball, but she moving these players, and you know these basketball players, they be getting traded teams and shit often. I just know one of her men is gonna trade teams and end up playing with her other ex-work or ex, and it's Larsa's a mess.
Just a mess. I mean, but hey, you know, she passed Marcus Jordan to Nicole Murphy, allegedly.
I digress. A younger man with those two babies. A
Yeah,
lot of times the younger men will be the ones that will go for it. It'd be the older ones that'll place a boundary and be like, But the younger one, they still don't.
Especially when especially when he don't want no kids like of his own. And just want to like have the experience, but not really be all inexperienced. Because I met a guy one time. He said, "I wish I could start when the baby is 10 and older. That way, I don't have to do the first 10 years." So a lot of men like doing that. So she might find one. I'm serious. Like, and I can see her doing it. Like, I really can.
Shani, in California, yes, with dough. Because trust and believe, to live here. Okay,
you gotta have it.
I have a full-time job. I have a side hustle. I also monetized on Facebook, so I use that. I have lots of ways that I make money in addition to my full-time job. Same with my husband, same with everybody who lives here. When I tell you the homeless out here be hustling. And if you ain't got a secular job, you doing something under the table or other things that may not be so legal. It might remind you of 50 Cent's Power series. But it's California, you gonna find. And if he live with his mama, run. Because in California, that means he likely won't be able to get out of her house because of how expensive it is here. People really be like living with their parents and paying bills like spouses. So if he lives with his mom, just run. Just run, especially if he's over 30. He's gonna stay till she's dead, unfortunately. Lord help us. I see another old man with some real money. I feel like Dorit, I also kind of agree with Shani. I do feel like when her kids are older, she will end up with an older man with some money. But while her kids are younger, I don't know what she's going to do.
I don't see her with no. Yeah, I agree with you.
With PK while these babies are young.
I don't know. I think honestly, she's going to do the maintenance thing. I feel like she is going to do the maintenance thing that a lot of older women in LA do when they get younger men, is they do it for the sex. They really do. They do it for the maintenance. They do it for the things that they didn't get in that marriage. Now, I do see her going with the older man when she gets out of that phase, because women like that don't stay in that phase long. It's usually just for a couple of years. How Stella got her groove back kind of situation.
BS until her kids are older. Because one thing about Dorit, I don't like her. I think she's shallow. I think she's a little racist also, but I do think she loves the hell out of her kids and will shield her kids from just having to meet random people and deal with all of that. So I think James is right. She'll have an older one, but I just don't see it being a forever thing. I think she's meant to be in the arms of somebody very rich who, you know, probably wears a hearing aid that he could turn down, you know, when she's speaking. I have a client that does that to me, y'all. I do clinical social work and case management. I have a client. I see him, and when I talk to him about his medication, because this client is newly diabetic, this motherfucker turns off his hearing aid. And I hear it because it like beeps a little bit before it goes off. And so he has a dry erase board in his apartment. I erase everything and write, "You gonna read this and hear me somehow." He laughs and turns it back up. But I'm like, don't be turning your motherfucking hearing aid off on me. Damn. I can't wait to do that. If I get old and can't hear, I'm turning it off on everybody. Everybody. Because why not? But let me get through these comments. Let me see. The board, I should have worn my glasses. Can't her harm alone without getting robbed. Miami's okay. I feel like Miami, they're pretty good. I enjoy Housewives of Miami. They just have to get rid of Marisol.
They
And
need, they need to get
okay,
rid of a few of
yeah,
them. Yeah, a few of them need
but
to
it's
get
a
rid.
good show. I give them that. They're good. Somebody need to knock the Mario coins out of Dorit, and maybe she won't be so insufferable.
You know what? No, honestly, I feel like if she really got a man that know exactly what he doing in bed, she wouldn't be like this. I promise you. Like, if she got somebody that just was just doing the exercise of truth, she would be perfectly just zen.
Well, when you get with older people, they can't get that. When she was doing the exercise with the other one, it was probably, I don't think they was
I
doing
don't
it.
feel like I don't think they was doing. I don't think his Wang Wang worked. So I'm just
Not
saying,
when he
like,
off all them pills and liquor and 3 times
yeah.
her age.
What you say
Lord,
about Erica Jane Naya?
I think a new presence in her life will get her aligned. Probably because you were talking about Doris dating an older man, and Erica Jane is also now with the older
Oh,
man.
she gonna stay with her and older man. Let me tell you, because Erica's niche ain't really sex. Erica's niche is being taken care of and being kept. So there's a difference when it comes to
She's also in
Erica than
debt and a lot of lawsuits, so she needs to date whoever can keep the check coming.
yeah. That's why I said she wants to be kept. That doesn't say Erica. Erica's a strategic dater. She's
But
not like
she's doing bad, and this cast is doing bad because if anybody who watched the Housewife and the Hustler documentary would recognize this man from that documentary and Tom's team. So I don't know why the ladies want to dig into other shit when they could be digging into Erica. What happened? But
oh, is that the guy? I thought that wasn't
it's
him.
one of the guys who was on his team. He was one of the people in that documentary. He wasn't the main one that was friendly, like helping her with the
No,
legal
I
stuff,
know who he is,
but
but they
he was one of
said,
the people in that documentary. I watched it. So he's connected to them in some way. He was not an attorney and wasn't connected in the way that everyone would assume, like Tom's partners, but he is connected to that in some way. That's why she said she
oh,
him for years, but nobody's digging into it, which is interesting.
and that is interesting.
It is cool. Come for me if you want to, Erica. I'm citing Hulu as my source, bitch. Um, okay, I know what I seen and I saw what I know. Um, Lord help us. Erica need to do with money. She got that. She got to keep that to pay for her face and body. She needs to get her vocal cords redone because I'm tired of her talking like this. I can't stand her voice. Erica's dating for diamonds and dick. Amen.
I don't even
Amen.
think she's dating for dick. I really don't. I think it's just only for the dimes. Women like Erica, I don't feel like sex does anything for her. I really do not. Because even when she get it, she's still mean as hell. So I just feel like
After she had to get rid of them diamond earrings, notice a man popped up. That's all I'm gonna say.
that's why I said I don't think it's dick.
And now
That's what
suddenly
that
she got
just
mad. She need a new pair of earrings.
validated my point because I don't think it's the same. I think it's honestly for
You.
just the diamonds. It's just the diamonds.
Erica don't care because when she did pull somebody in for sex from that show and it went viral a couple months ago, didn't look nothing like that. She knows what she doing with these old men. She ain't stupid. And plus she's married anyway. She can't do much, can't marry him. Get all you can. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Do what you gotta
She
do.
said she can't marry.
She can't. She's still married. Until Tom goes to the upper room, California is not allowing this lady out of this marriage.
Oh, I know that. We already
They
know
not.
that. Like
They
they're
not.
not
They
gonna do it. I
not.
don't know.
And he played himself with his medical diagnosis too, because that's another reason he could use to stay in it. So there's all sorts of things that's going on. She says she think Erica been messing with guys since she was little, so now Dick don't do nothing like that no more. Damn, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either because she's such a like she's such an evil lady. Like when you think of she's happy and joyous. No, she is. Like when Erica get mad, like to me, when someone's an Erica lie and she get that mad talking 50 miles per hour and shit, it's like, okay, everybody lie when it's convenient for them. So it's like, what did you get mad about? That right there told me, okay, you really are evil. Because if that it's something that small makes you lose your shit and talk 50 miles per hour and threaten people, something is really wrong with you. I'm just saying, something's wrong with you.
Something is wrong with her though. Y'all, back into the episode. The issue with Amanda and Doris comes up. And I'm looking and I'm kind of like, okay. So after Mo leaves, Bose asked Dorit why she kept the conversation going about Amanda's son after she said that it was a bad day for her. And Dorit is trying to defend it. And I do like this about Bose, that she's checking Dorit. But why couldn't you check Dorit when Dorit was tripping and doing too much with Garcelle? Why couldn't you check Dorit and care to get to know the rest of the story in your first season? Now
Tell the
you want to
truth,
check
shame the
Dorit
devil.
now that the other black lady is gone so that you can be the shining chocolate lady on this show. Black women like Bose are the problem with the black community because they act like they're not in competition with others when they actually are in competition with others, and then try to do the bullshit of I'm gonna wear a black designer and say that I have a black hairstyle person who's making your hair look crazy, by the way. Then you want to do that and think we just supposed to forgive you. I'm on your ass, Bose. Like the black on your skin, bitch. I'm on your ass. I hope you
No,
know.
that's a great point because no, that is a great point because you saw the microaggressive shit that Dorit was doing at that reunion alone, and you
Yes.
just sat there and then gonna co-sign some shit that nobody believes. Nobody believes this home invasion shit. Nobody believes
You did
this.
it again with Erica and the won't he do it comment.
Right. We
You
didn't see
better
you check
hope to
Erica.
God
Yeah.
your ovaries work, Bose, because I have a feeling that if you can't do it, Keely gonna find somebody else who can because he ain't had a kid yet. I don't know why I sense that from him. It seems disingenuous. They're rushing it, but I'm gonna digress there. Um, y'all, Bose uses her grief because she had lost a baby before when trying to get pregnant with her daughter Lael. She also lost her husband when she finally was able to get pregnant and have a child. And they were going through something not so positive. And Bose made a good point that I think everyone needs to understand. You cannot use your grief as a defense. Your mom died, your dad died, your sister died, your cousin. The people we love who die, it hurts us and it makes us feel like the world should stop, but it doesn't stop. It keeps fucking going. So I do appreciate Bose for commenting on it so openly without just trying to do what we saw Rachel and Erica do. Like, well, she lost a kid, so we're just going to let it go while talking about her. Because that's a true thing that a lot of humans need to understand. Your pain doesn't give you the fucking right to make life more difficult for anybody. Not your kids, not your parents, not nobody. What you do with yourself, that's your business, but it doesn't give you the right to do that. And it also is not a good thing to use your pain as a defense or as a block to not be held accountable, which is what Amanda did. And I appreciated Bose for clocking it with empathy versus just saying it, because if she just would have said it, I don't feel like the way this audience is that watches this show, they would have accepted it. But after Bose clicked it and clocked it, Doris then mentions Amanda's website. I said, lady, you need to go. You're evil, I think. I think Doris is more evil probably than Erica to a certain extent, because how is it that your friend is trying to explain to you how you cannot and should not bring up this lady, but you're still mad about something small and stupid compared to her losing her kid, regardless of her bullshit, that you decided to go on her website and look for dirt on her? Because that's what you was doing, Dorit. That's what you was doing. What else you was doing there? You don't need to manifest nothing. Then again, Dorit could have been trying to manifest some money. And she said manifesting money by leaving it in shopping carts ain't working no more. So she had to try another way. So maybe she was looking on the website for that. But basically, they mentioned that Amanda was in a cult and she spoke about it. Now they're like, who are we dealing with? And a person that's been in a cult is not someone generally you have to worry about. 9 times out of 10, they'll probably do more for you than you would want them to do because they used to having to do that based on their cult. But I do understand why they're weirded out about it. But it's like, I don't like that Dorit tried to expose that after already being in a situation where she should have shut the fuck up. It just kind of irritated me. But how you felt about it?
Here's my thing. It's not that I feel like she was trying to grill her in taking accountability, like in the terms of because I feel like Amanda realistically shouldn't have came to that dinner. And that's why I'm saying I don't feel like she really was trying to escape it. I just don't think she was in a mind space. That's what I'm saying. I just don't think she was in a mind space to do it. And I wish that's what Bose would have said. Like understanding that losing a child, I just don't think she was in the mind space to hear you. I don't think that she didn't want to take
No,
accountability.
I don't think it doesn't fucking matter. Don't show up. You don't get to
That's why
use
I said I don't feel like
it.
she. I don't feel like she really should have came. That's why I said I don't think she would have came. I don't
Don't
think.
show up, bitch. Stay home.
Now, when we get to the end scene, my mind is going to flip and change directly. But I'm speaking in because I had to be careful. That's why I said I have to be careful with this because I felt one way at the beginning, and then when we got to the end, I felt differently. So I'm trying to stay with the scene because I'll jump ahead real quick and go to that end because I felt like Amanda was full of shit right there. But
She
at
is
this
full of
point,
shit. I think
yeah,
even at this point, it's clear to see she's full of shit. Anytime
yeah.
you use somebody dying as a way to avoid addressing something that you have done wrong when you did not have to be in that space, you're full of shit. So even without skipping ahead, this lady full of shit. And I think that's the dangerous part about it because most people with a heart or with empathy, whether they've experienced the death of their own or not, most people, if they hear someone say what Amanda said, as Amanda said herself, most people would let it go or give her a pass. But, you know,
But that's not Dorit. That's why I said I don't think she was. But Dorit was gonna push that regardless because Dorit is one of those people. She gonna get that point across. She don't care how you feel. She gonna get that point across. And I think that's another thing that I wish somebody would say to her is that I don't think it matters what kind of state of mind somebody's in. You don't care. You're going to get your point across, and you're gonna overtalk, and you're going to say 100 sentences before you get to the real point of what you want to talk about. You're going to do that. And I wish somebody had the balls to say it to her. Obviously, Bose ain't that person.
they have
Neither is Kyle.
throughout the years on these seasons. We've seen multiple people say this to Dorit. Eileen was one of them. Erica Javardi has said it to her. We have seen Kyle say this to her when they were interacting and arguing. Lisa Vanderpump said it to Lisa read her for Phil. Like people have said this. Even Andy has said it to her at reunions. Dorit don't care. Doris, let me tell you, Doris don't give a damn. She just don't care. She doesn't. But that's the point I'm making is I don't like most people are going to want to be empathetic to a situation like death and stuff. Most people are not going to operate like Dorit. But what's sickening is the fact that Amanda was counting on getting away with something based on the empathy and emotional intelligence that most people have.
And all shit aside, is what Amanda said really that bad? When we think about what Sutton said, and it was
That's
that
the bigger
really,
point. That's why I'm looking
yeah,
at them both like
yeah,
neither
was that
of
really
it
that bad?
fit. Because all Amanda said is Dorit needs to be careful talking, and that is the truth. She needs to be careful how she speaks about someone who she's legally dealing with in
Now I gotta
court.
go back and watch to see how Sutton brought it to her. Because I don't remember. Because when it's Sutton,
Doesn't
I'm
matter
halfway
how
pay
Sutton
attention.
brought it to her,
No,
though.
no, that does. Because here's the
How?
thing. Because the way Amanda said it, I remember the scene. The way Amanda said it, she was saying it like, she might want to be careful. Like, and I feel like Sutton was like, well, you know what Amanda said? Amanda said, girl, you need to be careful how you talk about him. I feel like the way Sutton brought it back to her, it wasn't coming as if Amanda was just like, if I were in her shoes, I would be careful about speaking because we're being recorded. He could use years of evidence against her.
It still
I don't
doesn't
think
matter
Sutton.
though, because common sense would tell you, even if somebody comes back to you telling you something was said to you messily, which Sutton was being messy because she was just irritated with Amanda in Sedona. But even so, as Amanda said, and as I've said, and most humans would agree, if somebody tells you that they're in a space, their kid just died, or their kid died, it's the anniversary of it, they're sensitive, they don't want to address it now, they haven't denied talking to you, they just say they don't want to talk to you about it now, and then you proceed to still try and talk about it, it doesn't really matter how it was brought to you or not. Certain stuff is just uncouth to keep going. Like if it was about anything else and not someone passing away, I would agree with you. But when it comes to death, it doesn't matter how it was brought to you, Dorit. As soon as you hear that someone is deceased that mattered to this lady and it's their anniversary, you should have shut the fuck up. However, as we stated on the recap with Sutton, Sutton was being messy. She just don't like that girl. Sutton is playing the mean girl, and Sutton is the reason why Dorit knows about it. And Sutton looked stupid too because Dorit and Sutton were enemies, and now you feeding her information. Like,
no, that's what Sutton wanted. Sutton, the problem with Sutton, and this is why Garcelle left. The problem with Sutton is Sutton wanted to kiss Kyle and Dorit's ass so much that it didn't matter if what Garcelle was feeling. I have to be on their good side. I have to kiss up to Kyle because Kyle is the popular girl of the clique, and I never was the popular girl. I was the awkward dancer until I got a rich man and got into some money. I gotta kiss Dorit's ass because she has the powerful European connections that I love. It's just that's what it gave to me. I'm sorry, that's what it gave to me. So yes, she's going to kiss Dorit's ass because she yearns for that popular girl atmosphere. Because Sutton is not that girl. She just isn't. And I liked her better when she wasn't that girl. I liked her better when she was reading the girls for filth, let the mouse go, versus what we have right now, which is all up in Kyle's ass. Like, I just can't.
Well, that's what Sutton do. Shameful, shameful, shameful. Let me see. Bose was strategic in being Dorit's friend. I actually agree with this heavily because I thought it was strange how Bose came on last season. It was almost like even without knowing anything, the only person she was willing to hear out was Dorit. And this wasn't just a complaint of Garcelle. Kyle complained. Everybody complained. Everybody on the cast complained. So I do feel like Bose was strategic in being Dorit's friend. I said this last season. I feel like she watched the show before coming on it, which is what someone who has a history in marketing and for huge corporations would do. You don't just go into market. You research the clientele that you're marketing to. I think Bose is very strategic in all that she does. At the time that Bose came on the show, Dorit had no allies. Her and Kyle had fell apart. Sutton couldn't stand her. Garcelle didn't like her ever since she said the only black friend she had was the help. Erica didn't really care for her. Nobody fucked with Dorit. It was smart for Bose to come in and align with Dorit because it's easier to align with someone who's desperate and needs people there. Dorit's job was also on the line. So I just feel like Bose used Dorit to get into the group, got into the group, manipulated everyone to make her think she's fair and wants to hear all sides and is a girl's girl. And now I see her slowly kind of pulling away from Doris. So I do think it was strategic and smart to a certain extent. I just wish she would have done it without betraying her sister. I stand by where I stand by.
Yeah, y'all make valid points, but I don't know if I feel like she used Dorit as much as Dorit used her.
Dorit used her. We're not saying she didn't, but she definitely was strategic in being Dorit's friend.
Yeah, I was like, y'all have valid points. No, I don't. I just kind of I'm 50-50 with this one.
Yeah, you usually are with things that are clear, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. You usually do, but I think where your brain is going, if it's what you're explaining, if you're looking at it of Dorit and what she did back, yes, but right now that's not what's being looked at. Just based on Bose choosing to align with Dorit, I think Dorit used her back and realized, yeah, but Bose purposefully tried to be that girl's friend. It was weird. It was like she came on the show for Doris, and I don't like that.
I don't like it either. No, I hated it, but I just feel like I don't know if she just fell into that. That's what I said. I just don't think that she was smart enough to use her. I just don't. That's just me. Bose.
Oh, James, Lord help.
No, I just don't think that.
How? Bose literally.
Girl, we're gonna be here all night. Girl, we're gonna be here all night. Yeah.
Sometimes I worry for your discernment. I do, because I'm like, how? Bose.
No, I see your point. No. Don't get me wrong. I don't see your. I see your point.
To sit here and tell us that a lady who revolutionized Netflix, saved Pepsi, and hella companies, about to sit here and tell us that she's smarter than a bitch who left $10,000 in the shopping cart and said that she got robbed.
That's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
I can't see nobody smarter than Dorit.
No, I'm not saying that at all. No, please do not misinterpret me.
What you mean by her being smart?
I'm not saying that. I don't think. Here's the thing. I really don't think that was the intent behind this strategic friendship. I think it's something else. But I can't. I'm listening to your points, and I'm like, I agree with what you're saying. But to me, I don't feel like it was a use situation. That's what I'm saying. Because I don't think it was that. Because why Dorit of all people?
Well, that's the thing. Used and strategic are two different words.
Yes.
Strategic, yes. Using Dorit, in terms of her strategicness, she used Dorit and her friendship as a way to become relevant on the show. Because nobody.
Okay, that I agree with. That would yeah. Okay. That's what I said. That's what I said. I'm 50-50 because I need like something else. Like because I'm picturing it in my mind and it just wasn't clicking to me as a you situation. But to me, that's everybody that comes on a Real Housewives show.
I think the reason it looks more strategic with Bose is because she refused her first season to mingle and get to know the other ladies, and was so up Doris's ass. So that's why it kind of looked like, okay, it's easier to get in that way because Kyle is difficult to get to know if you've watched the show, which we know Bose did. Erica Girardi, it's not smart to align with her at the time that Bose came in because you could be in scandal, money, all types of stuff. Sutton was a mess. The rest of the cast was kind of boring, and everyone would have expected her to align with Garcelle just off of color. So Bose is just, I don't like people like her because I always say if you survive in corporate America or in politics, you shady as fuck. It's that simple. If you could survive in any of those, maybe not to your core, but you've done some shady shit to make it. And you've
absolutely. I agree with that.
Who you know, and Bose gives that. I'm so glad she said it plainly. Amanda does not fit with the cast. I think me and James also just said that last week. She doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I'm glad people keep saying it because it's not just the age range. I think Bravo has to understand we're going through a generational change where Gen Z, millennials, they're adults. And no shade, Rachel Joe's old ass, Jennifer Tilly, no shade. She's comic relief, but the older housewives, I'm getting tired. They boring me a little bit, especially on this franchise. Who is honking like that?
Right. I'm like, who is that? I thought that was me for a second. I was like, what's that?
No.
I was like, oh my God, who is honking that horn outside? No,
I live by the freeway, but I usually like stream at my desk or somewhere else. Right now, I'm like next to the window.
So here's the thing about Amanda also is that she's coming on here thinking that she has to be just as rich, just as powerful, and just as elite as the ladies, and you don't have to do that. So I think that's why, because she's being a caricature of like something that she doesn't need to be. That's period point blank. Like I'm not if they chose my ass, my medium income ass to come on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all, I would shut this show the fuck down. It wouldn't even be all that. They would be just as medium income as I was at that moment. I'm just saying, I am myself.
The white refrigerators back on TV.
Okay? I tell you, I would be happy to have one if I'm coming on Real Housewives. And then when I get my elevated check, then I'm gonna show my ass. But after that, I'm about to mellow all of them down. We finna be at Chuck E. Cheese like Sutton did last season.
Let me tell you, Kenya Moore. She came on extended stay, found an apartment from there, then found a very small townhouse for years, built Moore Manor. Listen, I bet she glad she built it instead of bought it because it looked like Bravo ain't bringing her back. So at least maybe her mortgage ain't the way. Lord. Oh, and Bose don't need to be putting her body through all of that for lame, broke-ass Lavender Key.
What does he do for a living? Does anybody know?
I think she explained that he's in like tech to some capacity. He does tech from like San Diego to where she does to some capacity, from what I remember.
I don't remember.
If you do tech in California, you're likely making a good amount of money. Is he making the same money as Bose? No, but thank you for saying what we all be thinking.
Yes, because I was like, I'm like, this is a lot of risk you taking in your 40s like this for somebody
who is able to conceive. being that she would be a geriatric pregnancy, she is at extremely high risk of producing a child that has a developmental disability such as autism, Asperger's, or something even more complex such as Down syndrome. Like, people, science get you a
Not
baby.
to mention,
Not gonna
her
find us a
pregnancies have been
newborn.
complicated even in her past life.
She has
So,
she has a violent uterus. Shit, but
yes,
like, she should not be putting her body
I
through all of
just
this.
don't
And
think.
if that's what you have to do to keep this man, he's not for you, because y'all can adopt or pay
Or
a
y'all,
surrogate.
or a pair say y'all have money, like Bose. You have millions. You can pay a surrogate and just be.
Bose, James. Bose has millions.
Yeah, I said she
I
has.
think
She. I said she.
Keely is paid well, I'm sure. But that's the part why I look at their relationship with the side eye, because I feel like Bose is powerful professionally and financially. She's independent, but I feel like the most independent and successful women kind of falter when it comes to like men and dating choices. And I'm just
Right.
like, I understand you don't have a lot of time, but what she should have done in a perfect world, I would freeze the eggs that were retrieved and say to him, well, baby, I got this. Let's just wait. We could use a Beverly Hills check in a couple of years and pay a surrogate. But like, I don't get why she's not doing that. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Dorit was shut down as a child.
Probably.
Her parents, we don't get a lot of them. I just know that that her accent is much less intense around them, and they don't have it. But I am curious about Dorit's childhood and
Me
how she
too.
ended up such a pick me. I think that would be something to study. One of the real friends should tell her what you're saying. Watch what you're saying about PK at this time. That's what real friends do. They tell you the truth sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Or you could throw a fit like Doris. Sutton was messy. She was. Dorit needed a moment because she has no storyline. All she has is this divorce. And when PK's and hers divorce is finalized, she's not going to have anything. Honestly, Doris, if you was smart, because you remember they was going to fire your ass before all of this happened. If you was smart, Dorit, you wouldn't be rushing to court. Let him do him. Live separately. Do you?
Or get you a man out of nowhere and start parading him on the show like Kyle did Morgan. But I digress.
I don't think anybody cares about Dorit's after story. We really have just been waiting for her to leave the show for years. Years. Almost a decade. How is she still here? Anywho, moving on. Rachel's getting a divorce. We knew that Rachel was separated. She came on the show separated. We have seen Rachel Zoe's ex on a previous show that she had years ago on Bravo. We don't care. The Bravo that is Bravo today is it feels like a whole different network from what it was when Rachel Zoe was on this network. So, and that's not a bad thing. Change is good, but Rachel, I don't give a fuck about your divorce. Your fashions are cool, but they all kind of look the same. You're relevant and busy, which I respect. Your kids seem to be okay. You have them in activities and things like that. Your house is beautiful. Outside of that, Rachel has bored me. And the only time that she's not boring is when she's coming at Amanda. Every opportunity you have away from Amanda, you're saying something, but in her face when she's doing shit, you're not saying anything, and you're on a show where that's what you do. So I'm over Rachel Zoe. I still love Rachel Zoe as a designer, but I don't care for Rachel Zoe as a housewife. And I think that she is crazy to not have a prenup. And I hope that she has a great attorney. That is all I have to add. James.
Well, here's the thing with Rachel's not having a prenup. They didn't do prenups like that back then. Mind you, this was a husband of 33 years. So, that's back when we were born. So I just feel like, yeah, they just didn't do that back then. And I hope that he does oblige by not taking her money, her not taking his money, and just split the assets equally that you obtained over the 33 years, raise your two beautiful little boys the best way y'all know how in crazy ass LA, and just ride off to the sunsets and just really find who Rachel and whatever his name was. Just
She has
find you.
not been, she's been with him for 33 years, but they've only been married, I believe, like a decade or something like that. They've been together a long time, but they haven't been married as long.
Oh, I thought for sure she said that they were married 18 years before they had kids.
They were together for 18 years before they had
Oh,
kids.
I heard that wrong. Let me look up Rachel's though, because I know for damn sure if it was only 10 years, and Rachel, you ain't got nothing to worry about, girl.
It
Just
might
switch.
be more than 10 yeyears, but at the time she got married, prenups definitely existed for her to know about. And I question
Right.
why she would not.
No, it
If
says
you,
she's been married. No, she says she's been married since 1996.
she's been married.
Married since 1996. Yep.
Oh,
It says it here.
Lord, Rachel,
Yeah, that's why
Rachel.
I
And
said,
you
yeah,
didn't think
Rachel.
when your marriage started to go down the tubes, this is the part I don't understand. When y'all
Gee,
started to
yeah.
argue more, you didn't think about that post nup. Y'all know Mrs. Best is a post nup stan. Okay? The moment your motherfucking individual income hit more than 120,000 a year, sign a document. You ain't got to
Please.
have the newest Mercedes and the Bulgari jewelry and all of that. Sign the document, y'all. One thing I learned watching my parents divorce and then watching like close family members, I've seen divorced friends. Y'all be knowing the shit go sour. Get your motherfucking document while the nigga is still kind of talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Or be like, well, maybe if we're intimate, it'll fix the relationship. Give him some of that kitty cup, drop it low and bust it wide. You're like, can you sign this? You know, and then you can go back to hating each other. Whatever you got to do, you got to do it.
No, they definitely got to split the shit down the middle. That's just what it
96.
is. Since 1996.
And
Y'all,
she
I was born
didn't
in
become
1990.
Rachel
That means,
until after the marriage. So everything she got is up for grabs.
yep, absolutely. Since they've been married since
I was
1996.
really hoping this lady was not with him.
See, that's why I said I know I did not hear no 10 years. They were married 18 years before they even had children. That is fucking crazy when you really think about like, damn, that's gonna be one crazy as divorce. I hope it's amicable. I really do, for her sake, the children's sake, and even
Well, based
Roger.
on the reason she filed is given you saw your man with another bitch and you didn't like it because she was around your kids. And so now you suddenly
And then
realize you
she's
need to
only
divorce.
54 years old.
She's been with him
Oh,
forever. She's probably too
damn.
young to know.
Damn. So she been with him literally since like 21.
Let the record show though, these people were okay until they had kids. So they just further proven the statistics. They've been doing
Yeah.
research and stuff like that. Kids genuinely do ruin
Well, first of all,
relationships,
we not.
you better really make sure the person you have kids with is
Was the
cool.
pregnancy like a planned pregnancy, or was this an uh-oh? I didn't got pregnant. Damn, I need her to elaborate more on this
We missed
lifestyle.
a lot with her life, and she's coming back on TV not explaining shit to us. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
because
I
now
get
I need
that
to
you're hurt
know.
and it may upset you, but why are you on this show if you're not going to tell us shit? So I'm not going to talk about you if you're not giving me much.
Good
But
luck. And like Shani said, girl, look, because she do look like all of 90 pounds wearing heavy ass clothes, jewelry, and shoes. Like, girl, if you don't wear shit that fit and stop playing, her
she put
shoes
the
was cute in
effort
the
into her
scene, but yeah.
clients' clothes. That's what she's doing because
And then
I don't know.
her hair. So I did zoom in on it. That is her hair. So I did zoom in on that shit because I was
Yes,
like, I couldn't tell if it was a wig or if it was. I couldn't tell. So
you can
I actually,
always tell when it's flat at the top,
I
like
was not looking
thinner.
that hard. All I
Yeah.
saw, because she looked like the shit still weigh her down. That's why I say, is it a wig? Is it her hair?
It's
So.
probably all the fucking jewelry and headpieces and shit she
Because
be
she looked like
putting
she
on.
just weighed. Because when she walked, she looked like she weighed down, like something, like she got an anchor on her or something. Like, it's just
It
yes.
could be the dead weight of her husband. You know, we'll give her a break. As James said, bitch, you ain't giving us shit. All we can say is good luck. Not invested. I haven't seen you on TV and like last time Rachel Zoe was on TV, I was a high school student. I was a Mount Eden Monarch.
I didn't even know who she
So
was.
yeah. Come on now. I got titties now. Stop. Rachel, give us something. She said, I think she did say in an earlier episode that the babies were planned. That would make sense. That would make
So
sense.
you
That would
wait
definitely
18
make sense.
years to then 18 years
I mean,
and
I've
then
been with my husband for 18 years, just about in total, and we don't have kids. I think a lot of couples, no shade, a lot of couples have
But
this idea that having kids needs to happen earlier in the relationship. You go to any professional, they'll tell you to wait as long as you can before you do. My personal opinion, before you have kids, wait till your marriage is not considered a juvenile marriage, as they say in legal terms. If you
no,
decide
yeah.
this, because having kids, it makes your relationship more difficult. It adds another dynamic. You're blending views, morals, religion, ethics. You're blending all of these things. It's very hard to do. Then you're blending families. Kids add an extra layer of things that make it harder. But I also think kids are good because it can show you that you're not with the right person. And I think that's what happened with these two. Because how would
Okay.
you know if it's just you?
I think because I'm trying to relate and put myself in a situation. I'm too old to have this life plan where if I do get married, I can't wait 18 years to then have a baby because then I will be in my late 40s. So no, I'll be older than that. I'll be in my 50s. So I don't think I could do that, like in terms of that. And also I'm getting to the age where if I don't have them by 40, I'm not having them at all. So that's why I'm just like,
Never say
damn.
never.
No,
Never
I
say
didn't know.
never.
That's not, girl. Let me tell you something. It's not. If I don't have them by 40,
You
I'm
better
not
get on
having
that male
them.
birth control. Never say never. You just never know where your life could take you. You
I
never
don't
know.
need to be. I don't need to be on male birth control. But two men can't have no damn baby.
No, you never know. You never know. You never know. What if you decide to find a woman or something that you click with? You never know. Anything could happen in life. That's what I'm trying to say. Stay cautiously optimistic because you just never know. You
That's
just never
true.
know.
That is
You
that
never
is true. Yeah, that is true.
If you would have asked me years ago, I was supposed to have 3 kids before I was 30. I'm 33, not one, not one. And I'm okay with it. I would have felt stuck, shackled, and
Well, I
incapable.
didn't want kids originally. I didn't want kids until I met John. That's when I wanted kids.
Mm,
So I didn't want kids before. Before John, I didn't want kids.
mm,
I did not until I met him. That's when I started wanting them.
mm. Same.
And then when Geo came, I really wanted kids, like because it was something. Because I saw him a bunch around. One of our mutual friends has 4 little girls, and the way he is with those little girls is just so cute to me. So then I really got baby fever after that. So yeah, now I do want kids, but before 30, no, you couldn't. Girl, please, I couldn't stand kids.
Kids are all right. I do one. That's it. But honestly,
Yeah, I
I
want
always say
seven,
if
but
I don't have kids by 40, I'm willing to adopt. But if I get to 45 and I haven't had a kid, I'm not doing it. I might have them tie my
l-
tubes just to make sure.
luckily you have siblings.
Yes, I do. I have 3 siblings, and one of them is in a relationship. She's kind of a no kid person too, but I feel like she'll have them. I was the one that wanted them and didn't have them. My sister
My
didn't.
brother wants a lot of kids, and he's 5 years younger, so I think I'll be fine. And then my sister is 13 years younger. Both my sisters 13 and 14 years younger. So I feel like I have time to be the uncle that just will not kidnap, but like just take them babies when I want them and just like live that experience. I probably, what someone told me, they're like, you're gonna be like Khloe Kardashian, and I think I am too. Where you're not gonna know that these aren't my kids unless I say something.
Oh, what does it say? To me, it'd be looking like she's on a lot. Fabric. Let me see. I think she did say, oh, I read these already. I do have a problem with you having your bitch around my kids and I don't know about it. You know,
Yeah.
kids are. Here's the thing. If you want to get a fucking divorce, Rachel, there's going to be a lot of bitches that could potentially be around your kids. You don't have control over it. Sorry. Dads
Unless
have
you
just
have the
they
unless you
have
have the
just as
Tia
many
Mori
rights.
plan.
Literally, you have to include that. That's why you hear of celebrities, though, including clauses like that in their
Hmm.
divorce as it relates to like the
Which I
custody
think is
stuff.
crazy as hell anyway, but yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the dad should have the opportunity and right. It's like some women, some single moms wish that their husbands, the father of their kids, would show up to their kids' schools, would participate. He participated, has been with this bitch from what Rachel told us in the last episode for months, like well over 6 months. He's got a whole girlfriend. So naturally, the girlfriend would likely meet the kids. Now, I'm thinking the girlfriend that met Rachel's kids is likely who this man might have been cheating on her with or something. The way that white lady looked like she wanted to say so much and cuss, but she didn't. Now, this is what you should do, Dorit. Okay? We can see that you want to say something, but Rachel's holding back. I was not starting over. Once my son hit 18 to 20, no more kids. Thank you. Shanny said, I'm not doing this again. I am not doing this again. She said, that's how he was acting around other people's kids. Remember, you give them back. How he go be with kids that don't go no that don't ever go nowhere. Good evening, Kathy. She said, I hear you. That's why I have my first kid at 30, my second one at 33. That is true. You know what, Kathy? That scares me. For those who don't know, this is my mother-in-law. This is my husband's mama. So be nice to her. I will come for you. But I always heard they said, we prayed over Anthony. We prayed and all of this stuff. Had him over 30. They did it the right way, was married and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, I hope that doesn't happen to me. No shade, Kathy. I really hope that doesn't happen to me because I am 33 and I get scared all the time. And I want to go on birth control. Sometimes the crowd look at me crazy. But I want.
But you finna be 33 going on 34 this year, ain't you?
I know. That's why I'm like this year. When my mom had me at 22. At 22, I was scared. I was on birth control. Didn't tell my husband this is not happening to me. Kathy had my husband at 30. At 30, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I had surgery.
Yeah.
Couldn't get pregnant. But at 33, now I'm like, God likes to play tricks on me and stuff. And I so I don't know. I'm gonna watch my back, y'all.
That is crazy because yes, I did get one of my exes pregnant when I was 20. So, and my mom had me at 2021. So yes, I think that is a real thing. Though that is a real thing. Yes.
Lord, see. Oh Lord. She said, no, don't do the birth control. Jojo, your mama said no birth control. See, ain't that something? Lord help us. She sound like my nana. My grandmother loves my husband. I think she actually likes him more than me. I really do.
My grandmother loved Gio. That was a dagger to her heart when I had to break the news to her.
Yeah, my dad texted me recently and was like, yeah, your grandma wanted me to say hello. And then he called me. She was like, she asked about Josiah. I'm like,
my grandmother would ask about Gio in a
minute.
Yeah, like
blood.
Even though I told her we were broken up, my grandmother has asked about Gio 3 times since he and I have been broken up. And when I tell you, I'm like, Grady, I don't talk to this man. I've talked to him maybe one time since we have departed, and that's because I had to give him his mail. That's the only reason why I had to talk to him. Other than that, we don't communicate. Like we don't. And I don't think it's just for, I told her we're not beefing. We're not angry at each other. We just,
this is what young people do. We break up. We go our separate ways.
We go our separate ways. Yeah.
It's life. Oh, I don't know what it is. Shout out to my nana. Thank God she don't come on YouTube. But she loves my husband. I don't understand it. She goes, that baby needs love. That's a good man, Amina. Don't fuck up. Like, damn. Telling me I'm your blood.
Child, they do not care. They like, listen, don't you mess it up. Don't you say it. And I'm like, what happens if they mess up?
Oh, when my husband has messed up, it's hard being a man, baby. I swear to God, when my husband has messed up in the past, y'all, and I was tired of him, my dad, I called, what you want me to do? You like him.
I lost my handset. Hold on.
What the fuck? I'm your blood. Do y'all I'm the one that was born with the last name Charles.
Wait, but you got my knee hurt. No.
I swear to God.
Man. That just took me out. That just took me out. Wait a minute.
It's irritating. I don't understand it. The boy I was with before my husband, they did not like him. They did not like him and pulled the we from Oakland and we finna show you, if y'all get what I'm trying to say. But with Josiah, Mr. Best, I don't understand it.
I never understand it either. And then Gio's the very first person I actually felt brave enough to bring home. Because mind you, I've been engaged twice before Gio. So the
And
fact
you
that
just
I was
bring a hoe?
hell fuck no, because first of
Ain't
all,
shit.
first of all, I don't think my mom really wants to see me with a man in the first place. I really don't. Like, that's just my personal opinion. She may like them, but I don't think she wants to see it because something always is wrong with whoever I bring. So, or whoever I show her. Like, she'll ask me, "Are you dating a guy?" I'll show her the picture of the guy. She goes, "Oh, he ain't gay, James," or he ain't something. It's always he ain't something. So I was like, "Fuck." So when Gio came around, I was like, "No, he's Jamaican. He's strong. He gonna be able to hold his own." So that's why I did that. But no, like, I don't think no. I
He
would
could hold his own.
no. And what's funny is I was very close to marrying one of them, and I was like, "Damn, this is going to be like," because
See,
I
I'm
don't know.
quiet at first, so I'm just glad. Well, my in-laws on my husband's mom's side, I could get with them. They're nice, they're easy to talk to,
Oh,
they embrace you. On
I
his
love
dad's side,
Gio's
they're a little
mom. That's
bit
still my girl.
difficult. Oh Lord,
That's still
that's
my girl.
that
That's
lady
still
love
my that she
that
do,
lady
and I
love
love
you.
her as well. That's my girl. Like, if she called me tomorrow, I'm there for her. Like, cause she just she's sweet. She really is. So yeah.
Oh Lord, what this say? I will put her ass through a wall. No, Shanny, not through the wall. You her blood. That's why she could tell you that, Lord. Oh Lord, Kathy's laughing. Oh yeah. I hope you're
No,
warm.
that was
No.
fun. No, that shit was funny. I'm sorry because I could picture because that's just like us Bay Area people. That's just a man being a man. That's all that is. He gonna figure it out, and it's like, okay, but he ain't got to figure out and then put me through hell in the process here. Whose side are you really on here?
She likes him. She loves his mom. My grandmother loves JoJo's mom. And I honestly, she compares my husband to my granddad. And my grandparents were like never married, but they kind of had this like toxic thing going on. So she looks
Oh,
at my
okay.
husband and it's like, and you didn't do what I did. Like, okay, all right, okay. I see why my sister don't bring her man around the family though, because they
Oh yeah,
did.
there will never be another time.
Yeah,
This is the
no.
one and done. This
My
is the
little
one and
sister
done
be
for me.
dating Naima is not stupid. Follow Naima Travels on TikTok. She is not stupid. She said she
I
don't
don't
bring
blame
none
her.
of her men around the family except for me. She said y'all don't need to see them. Y'all don't need to do this. And she
Right
told me
then,
once. She said, because I just look at Josiah, half of them obsessed with him and the other half put him through it. Because my mama put him through hell. That lady crazy. She's Leo. But we'll talk more about that another time, y'all. I'm
on the
like,
actual channel where we're supposed to be personal.
oh, yeah, let me put it on screen. There you go.
Yes, on this channel, y'all are gonna get the full deets. We're gonna talk about all of our relationships because there's definitely one or two in my life y'all are not gonna want to miss. I promise you. Before that book come out, y'all do not want to miss my past stories because I definitely have them. Definitely have them.
Oh Lord. But yeah, we do have a new YouTube channel, y'all. The link is in the description of this video. Feel free to check it out. We made it because we end up on lives for an hour and 32 minutes and 53 seconds. And it's just easier to, do that. Look, you can actually see us. Lord help us. I don't have nothing on, y'all. No cameras, no nothing. Let me get
Child, this haircut is saving my life. I look actually like I weigh less pounds than what I actually weigh.
I can't. Speaking of pounds, I am 40 pounds down and I'm shouting it to the world because I'm hungry. I miss food. I have a vacation this year. I intend to wear a two-piece and I will eat.
Child, I'm like Simone sandwich. Hate to see me coming.
I know I'm at the weight I was at when I got married back in 2012. So I was 19 when I got married. So I never thought I would get back down that small. So I'm very happy. Woohoo. Eat healthy. So speaking of marriage, Amanda is not married. This is something I missed on the show. I thought that this man was her husband. It's her fiance. But I get confused because it said Amanda's fiance when they showed that scene with her man. I thought that was her husband.
No.
But they're just engaged.
Yeah.
I missed that, y'all. I
They did
missed
it
that.
backwards. But you would think the way she talking about, I manifested him and this.
And you manifest the ring, bitch, and the wedding and the dress and the certificate of marriage. Can you manifest that? I missed that, y'all. The first episode.
She did say it. Yeah, she did say it.
Was it
And I
on
don't
Twitter?
like her ring either. That ring is ugly.
You ain't shit, James.
It
She
is. It's
never referred
ugly.
to him. I think my brain just assumed that she had him as a husband because I saw the ring and the way that she speaks. You would think that this is like her everything. But anywho, Kyle comes over with Mauricio for some reason to look at Amanda's old house, which I think everyone thought for production and them like this would be cool because I feel like Amanda's only on the show because she bought the old house and actually has some money. Let's just call a spade a spade. But Kyle gets emotional. She says that she wishes she would have realized that bigger is not always better. She says that the things that she wanted and work and money became more important than themselves. And she wonders if they would have broken up if they would have stayed in that house. I said, girl, not you giving a house the power to whether your marriage succeeds or not. Your marriage has to do with you, not the house. If you guys were having these problems, which you were back then with the accusations we was getting, then it would have the house wouldn't have changed nothing. I can understand how money and fame probably made it to where she focused more on the things that they had versus the relationship, but don't blame the house. But I can understand the emotions because she
Mm-hmm.
had her kids there, she raised her kids there, they were there for a lot. It's when, as she said, Mo first started to get money. Kyle cried, broke down, and she's like, I just wish I could just leave and go get in my car and go home. And he was like, we could do that, Bubby. I said, oh, okay. He could say, well, you can absolutely do that if you need to. And they left, and he saw her out the door. Amanda's dumbass didn't even peep all that was happening. Why you didn't have your kids sleep before they got there if they was coming?
For
But I
real,
just
like girl.
don't walk away from nobody talking about you putting these babies asleep. What, they gonna fall asleep in 4 minutes? What? Have people sitting in their old house, but you know, it looks like Mo still cares for Kyle, especially that hug they had. I feel like that's the
That was
first
so.
time that they
That was
like
so
hug.
sweet. It was. It was like you could just tell. Like his quality of care is still there. Like he has not given that up. Like because most people were like, okay, well, let's make this awkward. We're separated and date. Like you could tell he still will pull her in, and that's what really gives me hope. And I feel like she is just fighting herself to not want to give that back to him. Like you could tell, like, okay, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. And you could tell he wanted to say I love you, but just couldn't. Like it felt like I heard
It
that, but
makes
I
me sad, this scene, because it's the first time in probably honestly since season 1 that we've had raw Kyle. Since she was
yeah.
in the back of that limousine, she ain't been real since she
Why'd you bring
screamed
that
at Kim
up?
about that house. Because it's true, that's the last really truly authentic moment I think we got
No.
from Kyle. And Kyle in this scene, it made me sad because I have actually gone through a separation with my own spouse at one point, not for this long. My man was smart. It took him 60 days to figure out to come the fuck back home after being put out. But I've been through the separation, so I can understand some of the feelings that are there. But I'm also a firm believer if the love is not gone and both people are willing to work on themselves separate from the relationship, that stuff can come back. I think Nene Leakes and Greg were a great example of that.
Yeah.
They came back and were okay. Uh, I do hope that Kyle and Mauricio figures it out. But I also feel like Kyle is in her own way. If you want your man, tell him you want him. Just tell him you want him so that you can have no regret. Like I just
I agree with that, but here's the thing: you could tell him you want him, but don't have to get back with him. You could
thank
just say
you.
yes, because I was gonna say you don't have to get back with him. You
But
could
you
just
could
say,
start the dialogue.
yeah, just kind of like just say, I want you. I really do. But right now, we need to figure each other out. Like we need to figure out, I need to figure out my shit. You need to figure out your shit. And like, let's just, not put a time on it, but let's just come back when we both feel it's right. Because you could definitely tell just based off physicality alone. And even, with the other scene we had with them too, that their genuine like togetherness is still there too. Like they literally feed off of each other.
You kiss
So
your woman goodbye. That's not something you do
when you're
when you don't want your partner. But I think
Mhm.
that their issue is communication. It seems like they would be okay if they understood communication and problem solving. I think
And if
both of them
Kyle will stop
struggle
being
with
so
that.
damn pretentious, I think that's another thing that gets in their way. Is her damn pretentiousness.
James will never let Kyle live down that pretentiousness, but it's actually
No.
a character trait that's probably fucking her up, not just her relationship with him, but with friends. So, and she also lost a best friend recently. When you
Mm-hmm.
lose a friend that does, I lost my best friend Heather in a very tragic way. She was murdered in Los Angeles, but it does change you to lose someone so close to you, especially if it's like a childhood friend. So I don't know. Kyle needs to figure it out. But at the same time, as Shani said, you was gonna find Morgan no matter what. Because Kyle, don't nobody just say, "Oh, my relationship ended. I'm gonna go try to coochie." You must have always been a little bit attracted to women, and that is okay. And I feel like
Yeah.
Kyle is trying to navigate that. And I feel like if Kyle could navigate, because you know how she is, if she could get a clear answer on her own sexuality within herself, I actually think she would figure it out with Mauricio. But because she can't get that clear answer and got the public, I feel
Or
like
let
she's
it just be a phase,
trash.
like his shit is a phase. Like just let it be a phase
Yes.
the way his shit is a phase. Like you could easily do like, look, I don't want to be with another man because I only see myself for one man. So I'm gonna try the other side, see what it hit for, and then come back to my husband after I'm done. Like
Ain't
that's
nothing
all
wrong
you
with
get. That's all you got to do, realistically. It's just
that's your husband though, Kyle. You can do what the fuck you want. So as James said, if you stop being pretentious and worrying about how the rest of us look, you would realize the rest of us looking at you crazy because he is fine, he is charismatic, he can provide, he's there for the kids in spite of everything, and still demonstrate some type of care. If you want your husband back, that is legally your man. Go
and the
get him
care is
back.
like a natural affection for you. Like y'all have to understand, a man having natural affection for you is probably one of the most sensual things you could ever have. Like it just the fact that it's there without command or you asking for it, it's just there. So like don't take that for granted. Like honestly embrace that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shani said, I think they were good friends before they got married and stayed friends during the marriage. Yeah, I mean, friendship
I mean,
helps.
yeah. Friendship helps. Yeah, it
I
does.
really think friendship helps with everything. I don't think my marriage would have survived if I was not friends with my husband first, even though he was
Mm.
trying to holler. But like, there was a period where I talked to him for like months before we met in person
Mhm.
or even decided to like date on
You
that
know
level.
what? This is a good. We're gonna save this question. I'm gonna time mark this because that's actually a good question to bring up on our actual channel where we talk about our personal lives. So I'm glad that you said that because I need to time mark that because I want to ask that question to you and
I
your
want to
husband when
take
you
your face. It was just the cutest thing and make you into a picture on a shirt. Like you were the picture of an idea when I it was adorable. It was. Lord, we will be discussing relationships and stuff on a late night live. It'll be tomorrow, probably around the same time as this one, since people are here. Um, and Mr. Best agreed to join the live. Mr. Also Best, we will be doing things with relationships and discussing things and doing whatever great things James puts together. So that is the channel. But yeah, Shani, you are probably correctamundo. I hate the camera on my computer. I can't stand it. That's why we having the graphics up. I could log and hook up the other camera, but I'm lazy. I'm on the couch, y'all. Shani said, "Yo, what up, brother Joe? He will be live with us tomorrow. I guess I'll do 7 p.m. if that works for you, James.
Of course it is.
Okay, awesome sauce. Um, what is next, y'all? I didn't expect to
We
do
should
this.
be at the last. We should be at the last scene by now.
We are at the last scene, which is the group dinner. Um, Nothing happens. Rachel's still annoyed with Amanda for mentioning that she bought her house in her name. Let me tell you, if you're not married, you smart. Good for you,
Yeah,
Amanda.
I actually wasn't mad at that. I was, and I was like, yeah, buy the house in your name. That way, because motherfuckers get crazy when you start,
Look at Tom and
shifting.
Ariana from Vanderpump Rules. They bought
Hmm.
a house together and then Scandival happened. Just a couple weeks ago, they just now settled who will get to sell the house and all of that. I said, that's crazy.
Now, if she's smarter, she would buy another house when they do get married, and then have that one sitting aside, Maybe Airbnb it out, a few nights, and then when shit go left, then you could be like, okay, motherfucker, I'm gone. Because I don't believe here's the thing. I don't believe it what Portia is doing. I don't. So it's like, yes, have your own shit.
Have your own stuff. If I owned a home before I got married, I'm not getting rid of that home. We can get another new one, but I'm not getting rid of that shit. That's crazy. And you should be proud of yourself, Shani, to buy
Absolutely.
a
That's
house
yes.
in just your name as a Black woman in New York City.
Yeah.
Honey. Or even in the state of New York, it's expensive as hell there. They be taxed like us in California. Hell, that is an incredible accomplishment. You should pat yourself on your back, your knees, your arms, everything.
Unless you was up in upstate New York, because I remember a man tried to get me to move there one time. I wasn't engaged to him or anything. This was somebody I was dating. He's like, we should move to upstate New York, and the house was 193,000. When I saw,
there's a reason.
Yeah, and when I tell you, when I saw that weather was negative 12 degrees on the day he wanted to go, I said, okay, this relationship is over. Thank you. Have a nice day. Because there's no fucking way. And he actually ended up going back to a woman. Yeah. He ended up getting married and everything. Shout out to Dr. Daniel. Hey.
I cannot. Lord help us. Lord help us. I just cannot. I don't know anything about upstate New York. I have a cousin, Deandra, who is in New York. I visited her several times, all of that. I have gone to upstate New York with her once. We got into a physical altercation.
Oh.
So I said, what? Where are the trees and shit I seen on TV? I said, you got some hoods up there. And the hell, where was I? It was Buffalo. It was far from NYC. But I was like, this is hood. Hood as hell. And then Niagara Falls. Hood. No, I will not go back. But she said, not the shout out to the doctor, right?
Yeah, he was nice. No, he was nice. He really was. I don't want to make him trouble for girl. There's so many men named Daniel out there. Ain't nobody for.
I know. I'm just like,
right for to find this man. This man.
You never know. Watch in a couple weeks, y'all, or in a couple months, James gonna be like, when I tell you I got red for filth, bringing this up. What if he finds you? Just come across your channel.
Girl, this man was not into this shit. This man is not going to find this. This man is not going to. This man literally, I would tell you more shit, but that's giving him too much airtime, and people are going to put context clues together. He's not finding this. Now, his wife, on the other hand, she may find this shit and start to question it, but no.
Let's see, what's your ass about? I might have been. I do remember seeing signs for some stuff like that. I'm not from the East Coast. I'm not from the East Coast at all. I don't know anything about the East Coast. If I have been on the East Coast, it's only to visit a family member or a friend, or because I was traveling for dancing or something. But other than that, I don't know anything about the East Coast too much.
Absolutely. Shani, you know what I'm talking about. There's way too many. No one's going to find this particular one. No one's going to find him.
There's about 40 of them in San Francisco.
There's 600 in that part of New York. So there is nobody is going to find that person. He's safe.
Look, don't Lord help us. I'm cracking up though. He should be fine though. He's married. The group dinner was a mess. Rachel's annoyed. Doris came late, and she had a weird moment with Rachel when she arrived, where they were talking because of the divorce thing. And I don't know, Rachel, if you're going to be on TV, please tell us more, but you're giving scorned woman. I think Rachel's that bitch that's not going to cry over you. She's going to get mad and get even in relationships. So I don't have much to say.
I think that's actually scarier than anything else. I think that's scarier than anything else, because Rachel because I would put that as, you still want this man. He just won't do what you say.
That's what it's giving, because she did gain success throughout her relationship. I always believe that money changes people. Kyle and Mauricio, Kyle kind of made that point too when he started.
Yeah, she sure did.
Their relationship went down the tubes, and they were another couple that had like half of their adulthood spent together.
Even though I question if
that might have changed.
Yeah, because I don't think Mauricio changed. I think Kyle changed. I don't think Mauricio changed.
Mauricio's still the same.
I feel like he's still the same guy. I just think he moves differently. I don't think he changed like in person, even getting the money. I just think the way he moves, and then when you get freedom, yeah, you do things that are not in your normal character, but that doesn't mean you change. That just means you're doing things that maybe you would have if life were different for you. But that doesn't mean you change as a person. I don't think he's changed. I think Kyle changed.
I think that's a fair assumption, especially
Yeah.
watching her on TV. It's
Yeah.
definitely a fair assessment. Um, but after Rachel, I did laugh because they were talking about happy endings and why Kathy. This lady came in
I
there
feel like
talking
Kathy
about
was.
she got a happy ending, y'all, and Kathy Hilton was like, "Wow, really? I think they're going to legalize this." What,
I'm like, Kathy, are you telling on yourself?
Kathy? Have you been getting happy endings? Are
Right,
you happy it
Kathy.
might become legal? Who's
Right, because
talking
we didn't
about
know about
happy endings
this.
becoming legal in Nevada at the brothel that Emily worked at on Love During Lockup, baby? But not. It's not legal. That's why they do it quietly.
It was like, no, Kathy, why are you chiming in and raising your hand? Kathy, Kathy, there's two things I want to say before we move on. Kathy, why do you think this is going to be legalized? Like, what is your contribution to this? Why do you think this is going to happen? That's one. And Jennifer Tilly, what the fuck did you have on?
I, you know, Kathy. Now, sometimes I feel like Kathy's doing it on purpose, but I don't know what the hell was wrong with Kathy. Hi, Dr. Jen. Good evening. You are up late. I be getting to the money, everybody mad. Why that verse in my head? I cannot. Kathy, Kathy must have had edibles
So
because
she had something because it was kind of like it was like a confession and not a confession.
it
It's
was the
kind of like I'm
smile
telling
on
on
her
my
face.
yes.
She, they're going to legalize it. They're talking about that. Kathy.
It was like, do you own a building or were you like a frequent customer or something? It wouldn't listen, that wouldn't surprise me. It would not. It would
Kathy
not
looked
surprise me.
Kathy looked like the type that'll say, I've paid for this massage. I've not cheated. Rick is
Kathy gives
busy.
me Catherine Cryer from Have and Have Not.
Oh, that's not good.
That's she did. She gives
But I
me
loved Catherine Cry.
me
That's the
too.
type,
Like that
right?
was Catherine was
I
my
did love
girl, but she does. She gives me Catherine Cryer. She do. After a while, Catherine got her groove back. She said, "Fuck you, Jim. I'm finna go out here and
it.
get out here and live my life." And then
And she
suddenly he
tried
started
to be a
playing.
friend to Hannah. She did. She tried to be a friend. Speaking of the lady who played Hannah, she is typecasted as somebody's mama because I was watching His and Hers on Netflix. I said, that's that chick from the house and the
See,
not
you funny. My
South.
grandfather was watching in the heat of the night. I did not know she was the cop. I said that voice sounds so familiar.
You
I was
can't
saying,
mistake that
yeah,
voice.
you
I
can't
just wanted to
mistake it.
sing.
No,
I just wanted to sing. I love when she sings. I do. But she always plays somebody crazy ass mama. Hey, His and Hers though. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched that, leave this live. That's what every mama need to do. They play with her child. She's saying never too late. How about that? I said that is the craziest thing I watched. I loved it. Not it's a crazy night when Sutton is dressed good. Sutton be dressed okay. She just don't have shape and it's
no,
awkward.
she missed the mark with her hair and makeup, but her dress was cute.
You can only do
Um,
so much with that face. No shade.
to me, honestly, you know whose look I actually liked, and I'm actually about to be very surprised that I liked her look was Ashley Bose. I thought Bose's dress was beautiful.
Bose finally looked okay. I
Yes.
want her to stick to smaller hair unless it's hers. And
Or unless she get like a natural style. Like if
she
she
needs
were to
to
do like
do,
some dreads or something, like a dreadlock wig or something.
we'd accept
That
that.
yeah.
But the stuff that she's been doing, her black hairstylists are shaming the culture.
Mhm.
Um, but Doris addresses Amanda at the table, y'all. Amanda asked if they can go to the side and speak about things privately, which I think would have been best. But I also think Amanda was doing that so that she could have control of the narrative because Dorit's an easy bitch to control. No shade. Um, but Dorit refuses and it's like, we can talk right now. And I'm like, Dorit, why do you need to talk at the table with all of these people here when you could step off to the side and prevent the drama? So I was kind of looking at them both like, just fucking talk. It's already coming up. But Amanda pretty much makes a comment when they get to speaking. Amanda's like, okay, well, I need to know that I can come to a dinner party without being verbally accosted. And everybody freaks out. And then half of the table is like, well, let's look this up. It's just a fancy way of saying harassed, abused, bothered. Do we remember synonyms and antonyms, everyone?
No, they didn't have Miss Drybray.
You should have learned your synonyms and antonyms in the second or third grade. This is not something we should have learned in high school. This is basic elementary school education. We all learned it somewhere between the first and fifth grade. We all learned it.
They didn't know what it meant. I knew exactly what she was saying, and then I also knew in the context of what she was saying.
She said verbally accosted. That was the adjective in there. And I just, or adverb, if we're talking about
it's adverb. I got you.
But I just have to catch myself because I understand grammar. I took an English Comp 1 and 2 and Miss Dryberry. So I do understand English, but I'm just like, her saying that, they made it seem like a bigger deal than it was. I think she was being a little dramatic.
She was being dramatic.
If she would have been like, I had a physiological reaction to you, then I would have been like, whoa,
no,
wait.
This is what she should have
said. Not someone saying verbally accosted, but that's what you do when someone says that they're triggered by someone that was important to them that died, and you keep talking. But at the same time, Amanda also kept talking. Like she would say to Dorit, I don't want to bring it up, but then say, but yeah, I mean, you shouldn't talk about your husband until you're so it's like, Amanda, you can't stand on what you're saying while also try to hide behind your deceased child and then come back to us a week later talking about physiological attacks and being verbally accosted. Everybody's full of shit. And I just would have, this is why Dorit should have gone, because if it were anyone else, I might give a fuck.
But see, this is where, Amanda, this is where you missed the mark and just give us millennials, because we quicker than this. I would have told Dorit, ain't it your birthday today?
And Dorit would have said, yeah, it's my party. I can cry if I want.
Right. Yes. Like, ain't it your birthday today? Like, can't we just sing happy birthday? Me and you can meet up at a different time. And if you want to get ready for Phil, then I can do that. But for today, I'm here to sing happy birthday, eat my dinner, and go to fuck home. That's all I'm doing today.
Amanda really was right for Housewives. She would have been like, this is a birthday dinner. You should be focused on that instead of me. And I'm here for Erica's birthday.
I'm here for real. Like, let's celebrate you getting a year older.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody finna go here with you. Amanda is on the tour to drink matcha and do yoga. I need her to do more. Like, I don't get this, because I feel like where they're going with this is they're gonna start bullying this lady, and then it's gonna make me feel like I gotta defend her, and I don't want to do that.
I don't think they can bully her based on what her husband said. I think we're just getting warmed up with Amanda.
Are we?
I really don't feel like she'll be bullied. Also, as a Californian, I know y'all think we love matcha and avocados. I don't care for matcha.
Honestly, I didn't know what matcha was until I moved to Arizona.
It's extracted like green tea powder. Give me the leaf or the herb in a bag. That's enough.
I don't like that shit anyway. I don't like that shit. It just,
But I also
and chai tea is like the worst thing for me.
I do like chai tea.
I can't do chai tea.
I do like chai tea, but it has to be real chai tea. Like real chai tea, not the shit that they be selling at Starbucks. But again, I hate Starbucks. Sorry, Starbucks to y'all. They won't be hitting me up for no brand deals. Not another year older. I mean, that's what a birthday is.
That's what it is. And that's exactly what I would have said if it was me. Now, see, James don't mind getting verbally accosted because I know how to read back. That's the difference between me. That's why they won't put me on these shows, because I'm gonna make all of them cry and not feel bad about doing it. Then come to the reunion and say, yeah, I did it, so what?
I have a feeling that Amanda's gonna go to the reunion and blame her reaction to, well, as a counselor and life coach, you're trained to control your own emotions, and not true. Not true. You are to a certain extent, but not true. The lady's full of it.
If that's the case, Dr. Heavenly wouldn't be how she is.
Preach.
If that's the case.
Because Shetty said that's not her husband twin, that's her man. I know. I keep saying it, but I mean, people want to play house, whatever. I mean, hey, hey, vanilla matcha. Oh. Can I just have an iced tea? Shetty. Shetty said, I don't need much.
I'm still mad over McDonald's giving me a Diet Coke instead of a regular.
I would be pissed about that too. Because number motherfucker, McDonald's, it ain't hard to push a button. Number 2, Diet Coke tastes entirely different from regular Coke. I'd be pissed. I would have went the fuck off.
I don't have the patience. I ate my sandwich. I drank my Diet Dr. Coke or Diet Coke. I can't even say it right. Diet Coke.
Whatever the hell it was.
Whatever the hell. It wasn't what I ordered. There you go.
I'm sorry. Those are so bad for you. They actually make you gain weight. Diet sodas.
Oh, I know. That's why I said I'm pissed.
Like, I feel for you. But don't eat a McDonald's, friend. I ain't ate there in
No, I just get a drink.
years.
I was thirsty.
They took away the dollar drinks in California like years ago.
We still have them here. That's why I said we still have them here.
They won't. The last time I went to McDonald's, I ordered a Happy Meal for my hair braider's kid, and I spent what I'm used to spending on like a meal for an adult. So I was like, when did everything get more expensive? But I
got a sandwich from Jersey Mike's, and then I got a soda from McDonald's.
Out here,
y'all are missing
like the clear areas. There's
y'all missing out when I tell y'all Jersey Mike's. That's a whole nother level because I love oil and vinegar. That's like a salad. That's like my favorite salad dressing. So they put it on the sandwich, and when I tell you, it is the best.
That's why we do the same thing.
No, that's different. No.
It's been a year since you have McDonald's, Dr. Jen. That's good. That is really good. I used to survive on McDonald's because my husband worked there for a long time.
I just have a habit of buying drinks. You know how someone has a habit of buying Starbucks drinks? I have a habit of buying $1 McDonald's Coke. Yeah.
Go drink some water, James.
I do. I have that here too. But yeah. But I love a good Coke. I'm sorry. I'm like,
let me tell you this.
Tell her Shanny.
Been on this health journey. It's worked because a bitch is 40 pounds down. However, when I went to Mexico, because out in Mexico, they say they consume more Coke than anywhere in the world. My husband will tell y'all every time we ordered anything, can I have a Coke for my drink? Can I have a Coke? Can I have a Coke? Because I don't drink it like that.
They use real sugar in Mexico. That's why it tastes so good. They use that real sugar. So it
was the best thing I ever had. Every Coke I drank too, the black one. Exceso calorías on the thing. I don't care. I want it. It was so good. The Coke was like crack. I kind of miss it. And I tried to buy
I bet you Jersey Mike's in New York and in New Jersey is actually way better than in Phoenix. I'm pretty sure of it.
Well, yes. 1, it's Phoenix. 2, it would make sense where they're coming from for them to get it right. But we only have 2 out here. So, and I'm not driving an hour to Petaluma or an hour to Livermore. So, nope. Just be profiled by the police.
Well, when you pick me up at the hotel, we'll just make a detour because that's probably where I'm staying. So,
Lord help us. Lord help us. The traffic be really bad because everyone's commuting through the Altamont now. So it's just horrible. She says, I go to the Jersey Mike's in New Jersey.
And I bet you it's so good too. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Diet is a 4-letter curse word.
It is. It sure is.
After so long, you get used to your diet. And then you start to look at the stuff you used to eat. And you're like, why would I don't know. Why would I giving up on sodas? It's been 7 years. Coffee and tea is my caffeine. I love my juice.
I aspire.
I've gotten rid of caffeine for the most part, except for tea. I love tea. I actually have a cabinet. The cabinet behind me is literally full of tea. But yeah, juice. I do love cranberry juice. 100% cranberry juice or apple juice.
See, I'm an orange juice guy, so I'll drink orange juice, but I cannot give up. I tried to give up soda. What I did was I tried to ease my way with soda. You remember Hanson's sodas?
They still have them, yeah.
Not here. They have them in California. They don't have them here. So yeah, it's like you. Every now and then, Sprouts may get a shipment of them, and I get lucky every now and then. But no, they don't have them out here like they used to. Yeah.
I'm gonna ship you some.
Yes, because that's where I tried to give it up, but when they stopped selling Hanson's, I reverted back to drinking. No, I can't. No, I
No,
need.
this is a great suggestion. Dr. Jen, you are the shit times 12. My husband suggested that because I was trying to lose weight and I do have PCOS. Insulin resistance is a real thing. So the sugar, my body stores it in my belly. It was making me big and fat, even when I was working out and doing all these crazy things. And my husband put me on sparkling water. So now whenever I crave a soda and I'm not on vacation, I get a sparkling water. I do.
I
I enjoy
can't.
those.
It doesn't
I
work. It
just got to
doesn't.
stop drinking liquid death sparkling waters because I'm pretty sure that shit's not real water. It tastes like a good ass soda.
Trust me, if I can figure out a way to stop drinking sodas, I would. But sparkling water didn't work. It just didn't work. I tried it.
Really?
I
Yeah, I
tried
feel like
it. It didn't
I've
work.
tried that before in the past, but I feel like if you do like the Crystal Geyser brand or like
That's why
certain
I want to
brands,
do
the
Hanson's,
San
because Hanson is
Pellegrino.
natural fruit and with carbonation. That's why I wanted Hanson's. But because we don't sell them here, it's like fuck. That's why I said I hate, because in Florida I found it. When I was living in Florida, I found it. But in Phoenix will get rid of
I'm
some shit.
craving now a Hanson's Mandarin Orange
See, it was a
soda.
strawberry kiwi for me.
Yes,
Strawberry kiwi
that's my
was.
second favorite.
Oh
Oh, I
my
bet the
gosh.
next time I'm in the store, because I might actually go to Whole Foods or Sprouts tomorrow, I am going to get you Hanson's. I'll ship them. I'll
Thank
just
you.
send it to you.
That's greatly appreciated. Because
Yes.
I will stop drinking sodas for Hanson's. I will, because I love Hanson's, and hopefully that wings me off of sodas. But yeah, they're hard to find here. I didn't think about Whole Foods. I'm gonna go to Whole Foods tomorrow too.
Olipop's also, they have those Olipop drinks. That's a good alternative as well.
Oh no, I had that. I didn't like that either.
You could taste the health.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. No, I did try that. I didn't like that either. But I'm gonna go to Whole Foods tomorrow. I didn't think about Whole Foods at all, because the problem is with Whole Foods is way in the middle of Phoenix, and I live far.
Oh, in the
So
center of it. Yeah.
yes, it's in the center of it. So that's the nearest Whole Foods from me. So yeah, I gotta go way out there. But I do gotta go out there at some point this week. So I'll probably stop by to see if they have it.
Child, just call your friend. I can walk to Whole Foods. I have
Okay,
walked.
well, no, if you have them, let me know when you get them, and I'll send you money, and you just get me some.
God bless Oakland. Y'all don't rob this one now, okay?
For real.
Because they keep we lose grocery stores and stores, and then you see on the news a gang of niggas not even from here. So usually from Stockton.
When they closed that In-N-Out burger over there off 98, I said, "See, y'all know y'all wrong."
No, they knew to close that. I always wondered why they opened that In-N-Out as well as why they opened that Walmart. I knew those places was gonna close. I was happy when that Walmart closed. I wasn't allowed in there. Shit. Maybe we'll save that story for Watch Your Best Friends, you guys. That is it for Beverly Hills, though. We did talk a lot, so apologies for the longer review. Our reviews are generally an hour. Myself and James work really hard to keep our reviews under an hour. Sometimes we do get carried away, which is why we have a new channel, and we also get carried away when the show does not give us much in an episode, which it didn't. So apologies to James and everyone here, but I really do appreciate the engagement. It makes me smile, make us smile even bigger than the pictures of us here. And, give us a subscribe, hit the button, like the video on this channel. I also hope that you guys like the video and subscribe to our first live that we did on our other channel. Other than that, we will be live tomorrow on the Watch Your Best Friends channel that you see on your screen now. You'll know you're on the right page if you see these colors in the little YouTube banner and thumbnails. We'll be doing a late night live where we will talk more about personal stuff, relationships, dating, and my husband has agreed. I'm saying this publicly while he can hear me. So this Negro changed his mind. He has graciously agreed to participate in our live tomorrow because part of getting to know Mrs. Best is getting to know Mr. Best just a little bit. So we will see. Other than that, please subscribe to James's channel as well. He has lots of shows that are ending, but James also does pop culture, hot topics through unpopular opinion videos. He provides us updates on reality stars. So please subscribe to him, especially for February, child. because
I got some business. I'm gonna take this little break, as you know, I need it.
Enjoy it.
Yep. But when I get my shows back, y'all, it's gonna be something else. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. But I'm excited for tomorrow's live, you guys. It's gonna be fun. Y'all don't want to miss it. Y'all gonna get some stories. I'm telling you.
We are going to be doing it. I appreciate you, Dr. Jen. I appreciate you, Shani. I deserve 2 hours. I waited for y'all. I thought Shani was in the comments. She said, I deserve this shit. I wish I could meet Shani in person. If I'm ever on the East Coast, Shani, I'm calling you. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. And I'm gonna roll you the longest blunt I could find. And we just gonna laugh. That's what we gonna do.
Y'all are too much.
Thank you, Kathy. Again, subscribe to the channel, link in the description. Thank you, James. We will see you guys again tomorrow for live. And we'll also be on this channel in the morning. Love and light, thug life. I'm going the fuck to bed. Peace.